So far we have just Rex. So if you guys remember in the end of the last video, I think we found a new bug. So let's see. Obviously we've logged out of the game, shut off the PC, turned it back on today, so let's see if we still have the logs here. I'm guessing no. Oh wow. We still have all of our logs. Okay. So basically the new bug is you can unpack your logs and pack them. And basically we have a whole bunch of logs in here at the same time that we have one set. So, oh wait, let's our back set came unpacked though. Well, that's fine, we actually grabbed an extra set, so we gotta bring these all the way up into port. So yeah, we're just gonna go, I think, out this way, basically down, pretty easy. Welcome in, William. Christina. I'm trying to remember your real name. Mason. Welcome in, Mason. Sorry, took me a second there. How are you doing, Mason? How are you doing, William? Rex, how are you doing? Rex says, Zroar, don't forget the like button. Craft a new comment, pack down your subscription for more. You're the first. You are first today, Rex. Has anybody, well, I don't know, I guess there's probably not very many people in here yet, but anybody who, hey Marty, welcome in. I wish you a lot of fun. Marty, if you want to rewind back to the start of the stream, or I guess anybody who really just popped in, I think we found a new bug with the season. At the end of the last stream as well, if you watched like the very, very end. Basically we have 8 or 9 sets of logs right here. We have 8 of them in this truck right here. This is 8 sets. And that's one behind us. That's 9. I packed an extra one just because I logged out yesterday and wasn't sure if I logged back in that they would still be there, and they are. Welcome in, Sawyer. Rex says hello, William, Mason, Marty, and Sawyer. So yeah, again, I'm not sure if this is something that I just never noticed until now, but yeah, I think if you pack a set, you can pack a set of logs and then unpack them, and then they just, you know, sit in your log carrier, I guess. And then you can just pack another set right on top of them. Normally, and maybe it's because they're burnt logs, maybe it's, I don't know, some weird new bug, but normally you would take them out and put them in another trailer or something, and then you could, you know, overload them at that point or whatever you wanted to do with them. But yeah, currently we have 9 sets of logs. Actually, I think 8 sets in the front here and then 1 in the back. I was planning on carrying 7 and 1 in the back, but like I said, I logged out yesterday and wasn't sure if they would all stay in there or not. Apparently all of them did stay in, so yeah, we have 8 sets of logs in the front, and then just the 3 logs, which is 1 set in the back. Welcome in, Tank. Burnt logs are medium lessons. Hello, Spoon, welcome in. We're stuck. How are we stuck? There goes the trailer, which is fine. JG, you heard about Gold Mining Sim is finally getting new equipment? I have not heard that, Tank. I haven't really played that game in like almost 3 years. Like, that game, I kind of played that game, I think it was like, I want to say, so I remember when I started, my very first video that I uploaded when I kind of actually started taking YouTube seriously was Halloween Night 2020. And that was Gold Mining Simulator. That was one of the first videos that I had made. I knew they had recently released some new equipment. We're talking like months ago now. But I did not know that they had more planned. So that's new information for me, Tank. My goodness, we are very stuck here. There we go. Probably almost worth it for me to detach the trailer, but... Let me see if I can get my truck. Yeah, you can see all the logs when I go into this view. Yeah, there's just nothing for me to attach to, which is a bummer. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit further. I'm gonna see if we can get around this. I think we got it now. Oh, one of the logs fell out. That's probably not helping, is it? Okay. Anyone else playing SnowRunner on Xbox notice massive frame rate issues and frame drop? Good question, William. Lesson says, nice. Marty says, okay, interesting. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch your stream from yesterday until the end. Oh no, all good, Marty. They're, you know, 3.5, 4 hours long. Well, 3 to 4 hours normally, so I don't expect all you guys to have 3-4 hours every day to sit around and watch. Spoon says you need to use low and diff lock with this truck. Yeah, a good part of the time you're going to be in low and diff lock. Wait, did we lose the last log? We did. Okay. Lesson 0 on Xbox. Have you had any frame rate issues? Oh yes, William, plus stability issues. Okay, I didn't read that one yet. They had a tiny equipment pack, but it's not really useful. Yeah, I did know that, Tank. So they're having a new equipment? Yes, correct, Marty. He said, sorry for asking. Is that the new log trailer? So there is 2 new log trailers, Marty, but one of them is small, one of them is medium. This one is the medium one because the burnt logs are mediums. But we do have a small one at the port where we're... Oh, wait, no, not the port. Actually, yeah, at the port, but through the gateway. We have a small one. I accidentally brought the small one here yesterday, so... Spoon says it lagged a lot for the first 30 seconds when I switched maps. I'm just going to get rid of those last 2. Okay, I can't remove them for some reason. Let's see if I can go like this with the mouse. I can't get rid of them? What the heck? I've never had that before. Okay, well, apparently we do have some issues. I can't get rid of the logs for some reason. I cannot remove cargo. And it's obviously hindering our ability right now to move. Yeah, I think we're at like 64 wrecks. Let's see, 62. Around, or like low 60s, mid 60s. We've got a lot of the contracts done. I think we have, what did we say, 11, 12 more or something like that to do. And then like 17, I think, tasks. So we're doing pretty good on the contract side. Ah, man, I really got to get those things out of there. It's weird that it's bugging out, though. I cannot remove at all. I suppose what I could do, though, is maybe detach and... I was going to say probably try and back it up and then use the crane and throw them out. I think that could be an option. Maybe I'll just... Actually, I'll do this. I'll pull the trailer. That works. That leaves space for him to fall out. There we go. Now they fell out. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright. iDrive, welcome in. JJ the Logman, welcome in, Nuno. How are you guys doing? So Marty, yeah, the log trailer, this one has like 5, I don't know what you call them, like log poles, or you know, whatever you'd call those. This one has 5 because it's the medium one. The shorter one has 4. So it's kind of easy to tell which one is which. Nuno says the off-road places are scary. Travis Martin, welcome in. So we'll drive past the fuel station here, just top up real quick. It's on our way anyways. Saber Spade, welcome in. There we go. Bumpy and sticky with mud. Okay, we got a heist going. Who started the heist? Wranglosaurus Rex did. Travis Martin joined. And iDrive joined for a heist all, and heist all. Nuno says, I'd like to see the Aramatsu have some screen time. Yeah, what truck should we use next, guys? Let's see what mission we'll be doing next. We'll bring 4 fertilizer. Where do we gotta bring it? Looks like the other map. 4 fertilizer up to this farm. So probably the easiest one would be to grab it from here, it looks like. Oh, actually, it looks like we have a twin steer right there, too. Well, you guys, I'll leave it up to you guys, but what do you guys think we should use for the next truck? We could overload, or we could make multiple trips if you guys want us to do like two cargo in one truck, 2 in another, or even if somebody happened to pick like a single slot truck, we could take 1 cargo. If they did pick a single slot, I would probably just change it and do a different mission. See if there's something that requires like 1 cargo somewhere. Bartish, welcome in. I got back to the Mudrunner days now of the low gear, pulsating acceleration to keep moving, and snaking. Very nice lessons. The truck I wanted you to use, you will not, because it's not from the base game. Wait, you guys told me to use the Antarctic for long logs yesterday, actually. I remember somebody said that. What was the other one? Does anybody remember the second truck I was told to use yesterday? I can't remember what the other one was. There was something... Oh, the P16. Tank asked for the P16. It was P16 and Antarctic for long logs. We could do that. I did title the video something about logging, so... I guess, yeah, we could do that first. We did use the Mac Defense some yesterday, Nuno, but we can use that again. I can't get too far ahead of myself with the trucks, because then I'll start to forget. So, the P16 and Antarctic, that'll probably take a little bit. And then if we use the Mac Defense... You've never drove the Antarctic? It's not a great one, in my opinion. The height is really nice, but I find it quite tippy. It's kind of like the FEM, when you because the articulation, when you hit like a little bump or something in the hill, you can kind of roll over. You have to drive it a little bit on the slower side and be a little more cautious where you're going. The path that you're selecting is very key on that truck. Peace and love, guys. Don't forget to tickle the like button. Let's get to 30 likes. I never even bought that one. Probably the truck I know the least. Really? Okay. So it's probably a good one then. Ian says, evening from the UK. Hope you're doing well, JJ. I am doing well. How are you doing, Ian? Welcome in. Thanks, JJ, for the trailer info. I had to rewind your video because there was an advert when you answered me. Oh, no. I turned the ads down to the lowest one now, lowest setting. Because I've lately people have been saying there's a lot. I'm assuming it's just there's more people in the chat, so it's, you know, they pop up at random times, at least according to what it says on YouTube. And so, okay, let's unpack. And so, like, one person will get it, and then, you know, 3 minutes later another person will get an ad, and 3 minutes later another one. Why is that, like, super tight? That's weird. You guys see that? It won't, like... It's not loose at all. It won't spin. It's not, like, hanging. It's weird. Alright, well, we'll just try and reach a little further out, maybe? Oh wait, did that do it? I think that might have done it. No, it didn't. That's really weird, though. I wonder if that's part of the bug. Caused my truck to be all wacky. Might have to use one of the other cranes on these two trucks right here. This one is not working. Alright. Let me try resetting the crane, maybe. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Yes, this is the Aramatsu Forester. Right next to us we have the Ancatra 1160 and the Futom 7290RA. Okay, I'm gonna switch trucks here. I think I can put the logs on there a little bit and then we'll move them further with this one. Use the Ancatra crane, it's one of the best ones, you think? I should have moved that crane out of the way, but I didn't. I think that's probably good. Oh, I didn't start the engine. I'm like, why can I not open up the crane? What is going on? The tractors I will not use. I hope they have a more... Oh, that's weird. One of them's working, one of them's in the zone, one's not. Hopefully that's good enough. Hopefully don't put more farms in there. I think they're done putting farms personally, but I could very well be wrong. Alright, honestly I thought they would be done after the first time just because not a lot of people liked it. Okay, let's check. That middle one is still out of place. Maybe I can run into it. Ancatra's a good small tractor. Yeah, I haven't used it all that much. I've only done one farming mission, one logging mission. That's pretty much it. That's my extent of using it. I don't know if that fixed it or not. It did, okay. Oh no! When I packed it, it packed every single log I had, really? Whoops! Okay. Apparently we learned the flaw of the system. So you can carry all the logs with you that way, but don't attempt to deliver them like that, or it'll take every single log you have. Hey JJ, just wondering, do you remember the name of the task for the ASOV Sprinter? It's the only vehicle I don't have outside of the new season. I don't remember the name of it, but I know it takes a little bit of work to unlock. You have to complete stage 1 before it even unlocks. Let's see. Yeah, you have to complete all of stage 1. Actually, I probably could. Let me see, because I've only done the stuff to get the vehicles on this save, so I think buggy delivery, I'm pretty sure that's the 4x4, and then racing truck delivery, I'm pretty sure that's the one for the Sprinter. Yeah, actually, that's gotta be it, because these are the only 2 tasks I've done in the entire region. So one of them is one of them's 4x4, one of them's ASOV Sprinter. Snowy, welcome in. Nuna says, I can't get used to the poor handling. The most simple rocks stop the biggest futon. Very disappointing. Yeah, the front end catches on everything. Yeah, you're welcome, Saber. Always glad to help. You guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know. Try to do my best to answer them all the time, even if I don't know it. K700 is a nice vehicle in the days of Mud Runner and spin tires. Yeah, I remember when I found the K700 on Mud Runner, I was like, dude, this thing sounds awesome. Alright, where was I? FS22 in SnowRunner. Yeah, no farming, please. On Contra can barely take the mud when it pulls the plow. Very weak. Yeah, it kind of slides all over. I think that's all the farming trucks, though, a little bit. They just... I don't know. Part of the game, I guess. Like in Season 8, if we had different unique tasks, it would have been way better, yeah. I said that many times. I think they should have had less farming and more other missions of like farming transportation, you know? Maybe you transport some animals, or transport a broken down truck, or a plow, or, you know, something. Maybe you bring some fencing, like, I don't know, you know, supplies to build a barn, something like that. K700 is from a map you never bought. Yeah, it slides, handles poorly. Aramatsu's the best tractor in the game, period. Working on stage 1 now. Okay, Saber Spade. The only tractor that should be in SnowRunner is K700, in my opinion. Okay, I think we're all caught up. Nuno says the ones in FS22 are very precise. That might change those, Nuno, because in FS22 or FS25 they're gonna add terrain deformation. I don't know how much that's going to affect your going around the fields. I think as long as you do like one pass through the field, you should be okay, because your tires will create like a rut, and then the implement behind you, so if you're like, I don't know, say plowing, it's going to take that rut back out. So as long as you're not driving over the field like senselessly, so basically, you know, cutting through your neighbor's fields or something. You're not going to buy FS25, Nuno? That's kind of a surprise, because you talk about FS22 quite often with your horses and stuff. I think you told me you have a Series X, so you would be able to do it. Some people in here I know have like PS4s or Xbox Ones, and so they don't really even have the option. I mean, they'd have to go out and get one. Tank says, what if it's a good game? I think it will be a good game. I think it's hard to even think it not being a good game. At least if you like FS22 a bunch, like Nuno does. Because when I play FS22 for a long time, I feel tired doing the same things. What I would say, Nuno, is probably start another save. Start a save doing something totally different. Like, I don't know if you've ever used greenhouses. You could use greenhouses. You could do some logging, have a logging save, or maybe instead of like harvesting, I don't know, wheat and soybeans, or something like that, you could switch it up and do like grass. Something that has a different different set of stuff you have to do for it. There's quite a few of them that are this like the same thing. Like you have to have a combine for it, and you have to harvest it the same way. But there's a couple of crops that you have to have like specialized machines. So for like the grapes or olives, they're a little bit different. I think potatoes, you have to like remove the top stuff, the top what is it called? Foliage. Took me a second there. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, you could do a 0 to hero save. Yeah, I don't know if Nuno would like that, but that's always an option as well, Tank. Or you could pretty much do whatever you want. You could start off with like $1 million in a huge ranch and try and expand and take over the whole map, or whatever you want to do. I guess if you have like $1 million, that's gonna make that pretty easy depending on the map, but yeah. In real life, you can hardly drive the K700 without ear protection. It is so loud. That's one thing I liked about MudRunner, Marty, was when you got in the truck and it started up, it was just like, I don't know, there's something about that sound. Oh shoot, I missed my turn, didn't I? I did. This time I remembered somewhat early. They finally have Season 14 released on the Switch, do they? Lightning Ninja says he's able to play it finally. So, yeah, it looks like they should have delayed it by about a week, Lightning Ninja. They should have waited an entire week for everybody to get the update, and then let all of them play at the same time, in my opinion. I don't think we've seen Robert here, but Robert was saying, I think, the date was 12/31/2024 for the release date, and I was telling him that, yeah, it's just like a placeholder date. Let's see if I can remove him now. Oh, now it works. I must have bugged out my remove cargo from having so much of it or something. Nuno says they remaster games, don't do anything new. People are complaining about this gaming generation. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. A lot of games nowadays come out with a lot of bugs too. And they just expect people to play it and fix it as they go instead of, spending an extra 6 months once the game is somewhat ready to find and patch bugs and release it to a wider audience with most of the bugs fixed. Sorry you had to leave. Sounds good, William. Welcome back. Said it many times, say it many times again. You guys got other stuff to take care of. Watching YouTube is probably on, or should be on. I don't know why I always say probably, but should be on the lowest priority, if you were to make a list. Is Season 11 good? Yeah, it's okay. I would say it's okay. The map is fun. I just didn't really like the trucks. They give you the Burlak and the Neo Falcon. Lorenzo, welcome in. What did you miss? We tried to deliver, and I found out even if you... Oh, shit, I missed my turn again. I turned on the right road and then missed the other turn. My god. Even if you have all of those logs in your truck and you click pack, it'll delete them all. So normally you take them out because it won't pack without them, but in this case it allows you to pack with them. And so I, for science, was like, we'll just see what happens, and then it deleted them all. I was like, ah, dang it. It's not like it took me any extra effort to bring them there though, so that's fine. YouTube was hitting the new Saints Row very hard. Oh yeah, I remember that. I never even bought that one. They said it went woke and it's all got all kinds of weird stuff, and I was like, yeah. I played and really liked 1 and 2. 3 kind of got weird, and I played a little bit of it. I never beat it. My brother had it. I think I bought it like years later, and just at that time I didn't end up beating it. And then 4, I don't think I've ever even played or have. And then yeah, the newest one was just like whack from what I heard. You know, says some of the maps in SnowRunner I could buy, but just to get the trucks. Yeah. I have not heard what's happening with Ubisoft Tank. All I know is people were mad about Assassin's Creed. Gizmo was telling me the other day that they put like a Japanese samurai, and the guy is like apparently not Japanese or a samurai or something. People are getting mad that it's not like somewhat accurate, I guess. I don't know. Shane, welcome back in. Evening, JJ finally got to 100% on the base regions. Starting Season 1 tomorrow. Nice. You are flying, Shane. Nuno says, when I saw every stunt to do just to get the Zig65R, such bull. Ubisoft has many problems right now. What are their problems? Since my connection isn't super bad, or is super bad, I'm getting off. Have a fun time playing Season 14. Thank you, Lightning Ninja. Sorry your connection's not great today. That's mine pretty much every day. But thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night, Lightning Ninja, and we'll see you later. Let's get rid of this one as well. The CEO is blaming gamers for bad sales, and their stocks have dropped to $2.30 a share. Holy crap. I didn't even know they were on the open market, but that's kind of funny, blaming gamers for bad sales. Yeah, the Assassin's Creed saga is tired too. I mean, the first game of the Assassin's Creed series came out in 2007. I remember watching it at like E3 in like 06 or 05. That game came out in November of 2007. And then they came out with 2 in 08. Or no, I think it was 09, actually. Yeah, it was 09. And then they had was it Brotherhood in 9? I can't even remember, but yeah, they had like 2 in 08, then they had Brotherhood in 09, then they had the next one, Revelations in like 11 or 10 or whatever it was, something like that. They had, just a whole bunch of them. I know recently they've taken like every 2-year breaks, but they've been going for, what, 17 years now? That's a long time. Yeah, exactly, Nuno. There's so many I get lost. I've played and beat a lot of them. Like, I have 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score on the first one. I did everything there is possible to do on there. The second one, I have 1,000 out of 1,000. The third one, I think I have like 1,085 because I got the DLCs, but I didn't do some of the online achievements for it. Revelations, I have over 1,000. I think 4 I have over 1,000. 3 I have around about 1,000. And then it started to, like, I don't remember some of the names even because I didn't bought them all later. But welcome in, Patrick. Welcome in, Martin. How are you guys doing? Sorry, a little late to the response. Busy talking. So happy we finally have a vanilla Ford Super Duty. I was confused there for a second, William, but I figured out you're talking about the Earth Roamer. I'm looking at Tank's comment again. What the heck? They blame the gamers for a bad game when they're the ones that make it. That's funny. Are you not overstacking logs today? So we tried overstacking, Martin, and I guess the game allows for us to do a kind of a weird little bug, I guess you could say. But it didn't allow us to deliver it that way. We actually have to take them all out of the trailer. Sorry. So yeah, it's taking it a little bit more work to do the other side, but that's fine. This should be pretty easy to load them up. That is a critic I understand about Ubisoft. If someone hits Far Cry 6, I mean, Jesus. Even Elden Ring looks like old Warcraft 3D. I know a lot of people liked Elden Ring. I never played it. Never played, was it Valheim either? That one, a lot of people like that. There's a lot of games that I haven't. Okay, and then we'll... Oh, you know what? Let me do this, actually. Remove cargo. Okay, let's fill this back up. Loading platform, let's do truck. So that's 2 sets. Yeah, 3 sets. 4. 5. Oh, actually, that was all we needed, was 5. Well, whatever, I guess. So there's our 6th. There's 7. So we have 1 extra set, again. Wait, actually, can I remove 3? Oh, whoops. I gotta back up, hang on a second. I meant to remove one of the, oh, shoot. Yeah, well, whatever, I guess. Sorry, guys, I'm having to play some Tetris with how I'm doing this. Let me remove that one. Remove 3 of those, then we'll pack to the truck, then to the trailer. Now we should be good. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 4, and then the 2 packed ones, 5, 6. Ubisoft deserves to fall. They've been putting out mediocre games for more than 5 years. I don't know what other games they really even make. I know they used to make, like, Splinter Cell. I used to like those games. They make the Far Cry. At least I think. They make Far Cry. I'm sure they make a lot of other ones, but do they make Rainbow Six Siege? Alfredo, welcome in. Yeah, obviously the Assassin's Creed games. Ratman, welcome in as well. You wouldn't say RDR is a bad gameplay loop? Skyrim and especially The Witcher 3. This one is dead. Horrible. Rockstar 2, GTA, and Red Dead. I remember we talked about this a few times, Nuno. Ubisoft does make Siege. Okay. I thought I remember seeing their logo loading it up. Yeah, Nuno is one of the few people that hate Red Dead and GTA. I think I've only met like 2 or 3 ever, and Nuno's one of them. I don't, like, it's hard for me to comprehend somebody saying Red Dead Redemption 2 is boring. There's so much to do on there. Yeah, I don't get it. It's mind-boggling to me. But I know everyone has their own preferences, so like not everyone's gonna like it, but it's just, I don't know, there's so much to do. I don't really see how you could say that even. But is Nuno Micah? I think he's got a plan. He always has a plan, guys. I think Nuno is crap, what's that guy? What's the main guy's name? The leader? I'm blanking now. Not Micah. I feel bad for not remembering. Dutch. Nuno is Dutch. He's got a plan, guys. Far Cry 4 is the best. I enjoyed Far Cry 4 a lot. Dutch, thank you, Tank. I figured it out. It's Dutch. There we go. Marty says, I'm done. Yeah. You and me both, Marty. You beat GTA? I replayed GTA 5 like 2 years ago. I haven't played it since 2013 when it first came out. And I was like, holy cow, this game, like, the violence and the language and stuff on there was way worse than I remember. It's super funny, but it, like, just right off the bat, with the first couple of cutscenes, I was like, dang, man, this is Like, it was weird, you know, how the other games that I've played have been so much more tame since then. We just need a little bit more money for Tahiti. You know what's funny? They said vacations to Tahiti spiked like 4,000% or something crazy after Red Dead Redemption came out. I'm making up the percentage. I don't remember what it was, but it like went way up. A lot of people took trips to Tahiti. The rich gamers of the group decided to go to Tahiti. Alfredo the fish boy. Yeah, thank you. iDrive Dutch is the name. It took me a second to get it. I think iDrive might be a little behind on the video, the stream. This turn is pretty tough. Oh, that rock went flying. I remember that mission with the moonshine, the plantation, and there was, and the thing was hideous. Oh, some lady. Everything is poorly done, no innovations like you see in others. Wow. One of the few things I don't mind, what I've seen, I haven't seen enough, okay. Or I have seen is enough, sorry, read that wrong. Zakaria, if I said that right, thank you for the subscription, appreciate that. Because he was a bad dude, Nuno. I just remember that opening scene and you're like up in the snowstorm and I was like, oh wow, this, like, when when I first popped in Red Dead Redemption 2 when it first came out in 2018, it was like, oh wow, so, we're doing this. This is how it starts. I definitely got to get back on that train. I haven't played it in a while. I know I've said this many times. I'm just afraid of like missing stuff, and I know I'm gonna miss stuff, but I want to try and do everything you can. Which is, it's impossible on the first playthrough because you have to play through multiple times to have good and bad dialogues with certain people and stuff like that. But you were behind on the stream. I figured after you said that you were probably like 2 minutes back, so all good. I've been here for 5 months now. Good job, Alfredo. I remember you were here just before school got out, so yeah, it would be about 5 months. No health regen at all. The guy died with a small breeze. Weapons were garbage. Yeah, you got to get better weapons as the game goes on. They're pretty inaccurate, and you can find some stuff like throughout the world, some different guns laying around at the start. I know there's certain things you can do. Like I was looking it up. There's a way to get one of the better guns in Chapter 2. You have to shoot a certain guy and take his gun. And like there's a missable sniper somewhere in Chapter 4 or something like that. I'm only in Chapter 3, so I missed the gun in Chapter 2. I found that out after I'd already done it, so... well, I mean, I guess I'll get it at some point anyways, but it would have been cool to have it early. Me so dum-dum, says iDrive. They have a big content, but that's it. My favorite game is Far Cry 6. Martin says, I like saying SnowRunner sucks because you have highway tires at the beginning. That's true, yeah. Or that's like saying, sorry, I read that wrong as well. That's a very good point, Martin. Yeah, you kind of got to get better stuff as the game goes on. January 2nd, nice. So Tank, you're at like 10-ish months, or no, yeah. Because all of January would be 1 month, so yeah. Oh no, 9, 10, I don't know, I can't add. I spent hours and days collecting all the animal skins and it was great. That's where I'm at right now, Marty. Like, I know I need a couple more wolf pelts and I need, oops. And I need some more moose. Moose are super hard to find in that game. That task spoiled the DLC. 9 months, thank you, Tank. they didn't make more. Primal was great too. I haven't played Primal. I think I'll have to buy that one. Because like I said, I own Far Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've beat 1, 4, and 5, and I've played 2, 3, and 6, but I never beat any of them. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Marty. Like, finding moose is super hard on there. There's only a couple of spots. I've even looked them up, but I've, like, you know, made a save and reloaded it many times to try and find them, and moose are just very, very uncommon on there. But yeah, I think I need some wolves. I need, like, a panther, some jaguar, and all the challenges as well. Some of those challenges are super tough. I think one of them you have to, like, win a bunch of games in a row of dominoes or something like that, and it's kind of sort of luck based. My favorite Far Cry 6 was Chorizo, the little dog. Who doesn't love Chorizo? It's funny that they named him Chorizo, because isn't that like spicy pork or something like that? And then they got chicharron, which is like pig skin or something like that. Oluso, that was my favorite Nuno. That's the Black Panther, right? I love big cats. Yes, JJ, I remember you needed special arrows for small animals like squirrels. Yeah, that's true, yeah. If you shot them with a gun, or even the ammo type that was not correct, you would lose from a 3-star to a 2-star or 1-star. And yes, like you said, the birds, some of those birds are super hard to find as well. Like, you need, like, cardinals are fairly easy just because they're red, you know, flying around, they're red. Some of the other ones that are like brown and black and stuff, like, they're super hard to see sitting on a rock or flying around, yeah. Chorizo was small, but he was smart. He's a good distraction. I've never played Crysis. It's been on my watch list for a long time. You had the gator, of course. What was the gator's name? I can't remember his name now. Guapo, that was it, Guapo, which means, like, handsome. So we got handsome, we got spicy pork, and we got pig skin. I don't know what Oluso means. Is that even a Spanish word? Thank you, Tank. Guapo, that was it. Boom Boom was good too. What I didn't like was Chicharron. I went to a river to hunt and had Guapo, and he would slaughter the sharks. That's funny. I just remember the first time I loaded up Far Cry 6 and seeing the graphics, and I was like, dang, this looks great. Oh, shoot. There goes my gas tank. Hopefully we don't have to make any more trips. You have all the Crysis. You're an old player. Very nice. I've never played it. I always thought it looked really fun. The graphics I've always heard have been like way ahead of their time. So, alright, let's do... Shoot, I have to unload, I have to unpack, don't I? Can I? Huh. Wait, where did all my other logs go? What is going on? That's... Apparently we're not overloading logs, guys. It's just not working for us today. What the heck? I remember checking before we left, we had enough for every single spot, and then they're all gone. What the hell? I remember having to, like, camp and make different ammo types and stuff. Actually, hang on a second. I gotta repair this thing if I'm gonna keep using it. I think the original Crysis set the molestone for all games. All that effort? Or the different herbs for recipes. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you have to learn the different how to cook different recipes based on the foods you've picked up, and you have to kind of just try them. Milestone. Gotcha. I was like, milestone? Alright, I guess that's all we got. The old man killed a crocodile with a big machete. The old man is actually a famous, well, I guess depending on which old man you're talking about, but the old man I think you're talking about is actually a famous actor. I can't remember his name, but he lives in California. Oh my goodness, I just did it again. Alright, I gotta go get a different truck here. Something with some maintenance. We'll run out the P16 as well, I think, and the Azov Antarctic. How funny is it? We tried to overload. We've failed twice now. Let's see. Do I even have a P16? Oh, there we go. It's already set up in long logs, I think. Wait, why do I have weird tires on here? Oh wait, no, that's the normal ones. Never mind. You played Gustavo in Breaking Bad? Stop reading the chat, man. I was thinking it was a puma that drove me crazy. To chase him. He came out of nowhere and killed him. I'm gonna sell the long log trailer with this tractor quick, or this truck. Gus the chicken. The Son of Castillo fans said it was Voss. Oh, Voss from... Which one was Voss in? 5? I think it was 5, right? Yeah, it must have been 5. Can it run Crisis? The old saying. Yeah, because it used to be like so graphic intensive. Let me retype. The graphics in the original set milestones for games today because it was so good. I remember that, yeah. Danny Trevejo, that's who it was. Yeah, I couldn't think of... Or Trejo. I don't know why I said Trevejo. I actually don't know the weight of a lot of the trucks. Actually, any of the trucks, you know. I don't really dig too much into the weight. Nathan's a lot more in-depth in that than I am. I kind of just glance at the stuff and... I remember some of the tire values and stuff, but... Yeah, Nathan's a lot more into that than I am. I dropped the P16 so long ago, never bought it back ever since. Zeb, welcome in. Yeah, you guys are really making me want to play some Red Dead Redemption 2 and Far Cry. I haven't played either of... I mean, Far Cry, I bought when the game first came out. I played it for a couple of weeks, and then I never went back to it. I probably only have 15, 20 hours on it. Probably less than that. A lot of that was just messing around, too. Probably, what, 20 tons? I literally couldn't even guess, Nuno. With the truck weights is something that I've never really paid attention to. Like, I've seen them, you know, in other... Like, when Nathan talks about them, and I've seen the game files with, like, oh, this truck, like... listing the weights of how heavy they all are, but I've never done anything more than just glance at it and be like, oh, okay, this is the 3rd heaviest, okay. You know, just kind of like a quick mental note, and then two days later it's forgotten. It's not something I pay a lot of attention to. I probably should, but I haven't. Wait, why'd I go here? Actually, that works. Okay, hang on. I gotta get a trailer to fix myself as well. Let's use something big with a lot of repair parts. Ooh. Oh, actually, no, the SF Atom has a ton, doesn't it? With the, I don't think I have another Atom. Let's go. I feel like I passed it. Oh. Not available here? I must have one on this map somewhere. Okay. Alright, never mind. Let me drive the P16 in there for one loading screen. Where is it? There, top one. Far Cry 5 wasn't good enough to buy Far Cry 6 for you, Zeb. I really enjoyed Far Cry 6. I would say Far Cry 5, it was fun, but it wasn't as good as 4. I thought 4 was really good. I never played 3. I heard 3 was really, really good. Well, I shouldn't say I never played it. I heard 3 was really, really good, and that's what made me buy 4 when that came out. I went back and bought 3, and I played it a little bit. But... oh, shoot, I probably shouldn't go this way. I'm going to get stuck going that way. Oh, wait, I need long logs, though. That's medium, that's... oh, man, it's way at the top. Okay, well... oh... you know, what's funny is I saw that coming, too. I was like... usually this truck flips over when I back up really fast. And then I thought about it, like, should I stop? No, I'll just keep going. Right, JJ, I remember the snowstorm where I had to find John and learn the first steps in the game. Yeah, and you got, like, attacked by the wolves, and it's just very fun when it started out. Okay. Yeah, let's jump to, crap, why'd I do that? Sorry, guys, I gotta jump to the Atom here. I'm gonna use this as a truck to fix. Kenworth 963 is an adult man. Is as tall as the stock tire. Yeah, it's weird to think about the size of the tires in this game compared to, like, real life. The P16's taking a nap. That's our 6th flip now in 25 hours, I think? No. We did, like, 12 and then... yeah, I think that's about 25 hours. So yeah, this has actually not that much repair. I thought it had a lot more. I guess it must have been the amount of fuel that it had. Whatever. But yeah, if you think about it, Rex says I flipped 2 times this week. That's not bad, Rex. I remember you flipped like 5 times in a stream. I've done the same thing. I flipped 5 times in a couple of minutes before. But yeah, back to the tire size. Like the 63-inch tires, like for the Cat 745C. That's 60 inches is 5 feet. So that's 5 feet 3 inches tall, just the tire. And the both the big tractors, the Futon and the K7M, they have 79-inch tires. That's 6 feet 9 inches? No, 6 feet. Yeah, 5 feet, 6 feet. Yeah, 6 foot 7 inches, 6'7". The tire itself is 6'7". That's pretty crazy. Very cool truck, the P16. Great style in design. Yeah, I think the Pacific is an old Canadian company that ended up getting bought out at some point, but pretty cool to see those trucks. Definitely a cool design. Specifically built for logging. I hope that they will add another European region. Today I was wondering if it's possible to finish the game by starting in Europe. I guess maybe. Depends on what you consider Europe is, because Season 8's Central Asia. You got Kazakhstan, I think that's, you know, it's a little bit more, I think, north and east of there. Trying to think of the other regions. Yeah, obviously Season 11. So 11, 12 is back, 13, and then, yeah, 14 here. Austria would definitely be Europe. Tank says, I want to see an Edison Motors truck, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I get suggested a lot of the videos from, I think he's one of the owners there at Edison Motors. I think we've talked about this tank before, and he like ordered a Cybertruck and then canceled his order and stuff just because it took so long. So you would say Season 11 is only, or Europe is only Season 11 and 14. So you would say Central Asia, the Azerbaijan region, doesn't count, and also Kazakhstan. I'm trying to think of like geography off the top of my head, which is not great. But yeah, I don't think Kazakhstan would. Azerbaijan maybe, but you're kind of pushing it. It's down and easterly. Rex, you're the only person to win the heist, and you won 20,000 on your gamble. Very nice. Rex now has 110,000. I was like, 1.1 million? When did that happen? No, it doesn't count in my opinion. It's too far east. It's more accurate to put it with Russia. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The thing is, once you finish the Europe regions, I think you would go east or west. Yeah, you could go over to Yukon, BC, Ontario. I feel like I missed one. Number 2. Two, 9, 10. Yeah. 3 the Canadian regions are Maine, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Alaska, Michigan. Either you do all the North American regions, then Russian, or the other way around. But you would take so much time to get stuff like the off-road gearbox. Yeah. Imagine if you started the game and you didn't get any upgrades from the base game maps, how hard it would be. It'd be very, very tough. You'd have good tires, but you wouldn't have the top Russian engine in most trucks. In probably most American trucks as well, like the P16's top engines there, the Cat's top engines there. Obviously the advanced special gearbox in Alaska, the off-road gearbox in Michigan, I-range gearbox, SnowRunner gearbox. You probably have to run fine-tune from Wisconsin. But even that you'd take forever to get to. Because the way I see it, starting in Europe means not doing the base maps. Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about doing something different like that, Martin. It's just, when I start something, I like to finish it. And if I started another one, I feel like starting a new region or new playthrough and just playing like a region or two like doesn't really seem worth it to me for some reason. Like if I start a new region, I want to play it for a very long time, kind of. We got 30 watching at 26 likes. Thank you, Rex. Come on, we're getting close to 30 likes. Tickle the like button. Tickle it, slap it, punch it in the throat, tuck it in for bed, wake it up with a morning coffee, whatever you gotta do. The like button today it's really chill. It's down for anything. Take it skydiving. Maybe go ziplining. Get stuck 1,000 feet up in the air. Pack the like buttons bowl. For a second there, I saw buttons bowl, and I'm like, huh? But pack the like button. Pack its bowl. Where did I park my Forester? Oh, it's right up here. Okay. I agree with that, JJ, with any game. I found there's a map on FS22 that you can plant weed in the ground, but I don't want to restart my cannabis series alone. FS25 is so close. Yeah. I don't, like, it's going to take a lot of time. And, like, you could, you know, stream it one episode and be done with it, but, like, for me, it's too much of a time investment to do one episode, you know? If I started, I want to be playing it for a while. Let me see if I can take a little bit more fuel out of there. Alright, we're good. Share blunt with the like button. Invite the like button to your closet. Ooh. iDrive getting spicy. Alright, repair. Forester, we can do part of the suspension. We don't even have enough. There we go. Basically used all of our possible repair supplies, and then we just damage our truck right there. I don't know why this. I just randomly thought of this, but there's a person who I've seen a video on YouTube before. Don't ask me how I ran across it, but one of those rabbit holes apparently. I can't remember what the name of the channel is, but what he does is he will sleep in random public areas. And one time he slept in the middle of a roundabout because it had a couple of trees. I can't remember the name. Just a super weird channel, but yeah. I don't know, when I saw that roundabout and pulled into the middle, I was like, oh man. Reminds me of the time I saw that guy climb in there and sleep in the middle of a roundabout for no reason. But yeah, he like sleeps in public places, but like tries to do it stealthily where he has like food and I got the 15 and 6 combo meal. But you know, he'll have like food and stuff like that, and it's just really weird. Like, obviously, it's... What a random channel. Yeah, it's obviously highly illegal, but... You know, there's certain places that are designated for like camping and stuff like that, so. Like I said, there's a channel out there for everything. People have asked me like, what should I start my channel on? I'm like, dude, you could literally do whatever you want, anything under the sun. People will watch it. Because I was one of those people. Hey Ricardo, welcome in. Sounds like a fun channel. I wish I remembered the name of it. I think I've only watched one video. Maybe I watched a couple, like 2 or 3 when it popped up, but yeah, I just remember him sleeping in the middle of a roundabout with like some bushes and stuff. And he was like, you know, paranoid about cops and stuff like that. Like they would drive past in the middle of the night, like security and stuff like that, and like, oh jeez. I think I scrolled through to see some of his other videos to like, you know, where else he's slept, and was just like, wow, this is a weird channel. I think he called it like stealth camping or something like that. I don't remember. This was years ago. This was like 3 years ago, probably. Alright, hang on a second. I gotta go north with the P16. So here's my... This is my turn. Tank says Steve Wallace is the dude's name. There's Camping with Steve. Is that the channel? That's funny. Is that the channel, Rex, or is that the, or not Rex, Tank, or is that the that's the actual video where he's sleeping in a roundabout? Yeah, in Portugal it's 20:57, 9 p.m. Homeless people call that a normal living, right? You have a channel, Tank? That's his channel, okay. Back from having an ultrasound. They will call me with the results. How did it go, Bad Boy? Did you feel like it went pretty well? Also, welcome in, Bad Boy Gamer. The world is full of weirdos nowadays, Patrick, yeah. With Patrick saying that, I want you guys to tell me, what is the most random, weird channel you guys have found? Or maybe not channel, maybe video. But like, what is the most, like, rabbit hole thing you guys have stumbled into? That was probably mine. Daniel says, TS with the high range. Steve Wallace, stealth camping. Yeah, stealth camping. Okay, so that's... I thought it said something about that. Stealth camping out in the middle of, like, random public areas. That was definitely him then. Alright, let's see if I can get this path right on the third try. Turn right as soon as I come in. And then I gotta turn right again pretty soon. What is the weirdest thing you guys have, like, stumbled into? Or, like, had suggested or something? Crushing all kinds of things with an industrial press. I've seen those videos, Zeb. The weirdest channel I've seen is anything my nephew watches. That's funny, Rex. Wendigoon, if I said that right. Tons of conspiracies and weird stories. Pretty interesting, though. Nice. Oh, that's my other turn. I almost got distracted. At least I think so. We're gonna try and do it without screwing it up. Yeah, I don't know how that came on my suggested page one day, but I was like, okay, let me see what this is all about. How many views does that video have, Tank? If you're still on it. Or was it iDrive? Whoever was on it, how many views does... Well, maybe you didn't find the exact video I watched, but... How many subscribers does the channel have? One of the two. I can't remember how big it was, but I remember being like, wow, people... Like, people will watch this? WD-40, that'll loosen it up. 8.7 million views, holy crap. That's insane. Marty says almost every ASMR channel. 1.5 million subscribers. Wow. He's still making videos. The last one was 3 weeks ago, 730,000 views. See, guys, people will watch this guy sleep in random areas, and 730,000 people watched it. That was 3 weeks ago. 258,000 likes on that video. Good to go. I got suggested a video one time where the whole video was the guy going around trying to get kicked in the sack. Oh, Rex. See, that's the kind of video, well, not that specific video, but that's the kind of information I was searching for. Just something like super weird and random you got suggested. Isn't that kind of weird to you guys? Like, 8.7 million views on that video, and you know, he makes a video 3 weeks ago, so he gets about 240,000 views a week. We'll say, you know, we'll say it was flat. You know, 240,000 the last 3 weeks in a row. 240,000 people watched him sleep in some random public area, like, you know, stealthily camping, as he calls it, like just, I guess, illegally camping where you're not supposed to. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, obviously it's quality content, right? Like, I'm not bashing him. It's just kind of funny that, like, of all of the things you could make a channel about, the dude goes and sleeps in random areas, and people like, lots of people watch it. Freaking wish I got 1/4 of those views. I just find it fascinating, the different, like, the differences in content that people make. Can't wait for an 18-hour fireplace video on Christmas. Shane, JJ's next video title: Watch me sleep in a closet. iDrive says it's such a simple thing too. It is, and like I said, he has quality content. You know, it's not. I'm not bashing him, but it's just weird to, like, go out to the, you know, for the one that I watched. You know, go out into a roundabout. He talks before he sneaks in there, and then he sneaks in there, and you know, he's got his own little setup going, and he's got a, you know, he's probably got a nice camera and stuff like that. He records some stuff, and I don't know, it's just, it's such a weird concept. But yeah. It is the same with the amount of subscribers on the channel with the weirdest content. That's it's very original, at least. Yeah, it's super weird. Rex's people watch some stupid stuff. Rex also is leaving. Alright, gotta go. Have a good rest of your stream. Peace and love. Hope to see you all tonight. Rex is doing another... Oops. doing another stream of Season 14 if you guys are interested in that. I believe that'll be 5 hours from now. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's the time Rex is going live. 5 or 5.5. Okay, that's 3 sets. So 4, 5. We have all of our sets. Okay, remember this, guys. We have all of our sets, so we should be good. The guy who does wilderness survival in Alaska, I think it is. He does good videos. Hey, JJ just got North Carolina. How do you like it, Truth Lies? How's it going so far? Also, welcome in. Yeah, I enjoy watching people, survival series. There's the, I think it's called Alone, or what did Bear Grylls used to do? I can't even remember the name of the series. But there's a lot of them out there that I enjoy watching those kind of things. They have a lot of YouTube channels about that as well, but yeah, I think that's interesting stuff. But camping in a roundabout is not something I thought I would ever be watching. Lone Survivor, yeah. Stuff like that. And there's other series. I know they had like Born Survivor as well. Yeah, there's other series. They're I find them interesting anyways. I don't know. The stuff I like to watch, Naked and Afraid. I like to watch more like documentary type stuff. So like I could watch, I think it's called Axemen, Gold Rush, Deadliest Catch, stuff like that. I enjoy watching those kind of things. I love it, just don't like the Femme. Yeah, the Femme's a good truck, but I don't know, it's kind of annoying to drive. Slow but good in deep mud. True. Yep. It's kind of annoying when you're on a little bit of a slope when you're trying to turn. Like the hill, you have a little hill on your left, so you're trying to turn. You're trying to go left into the hill, but it's kind of forcing your tire to the right. I was invested in Gold Rush a good few seasons. I don't think I've actually really seen a lot of the seasons. Because I said this before, but I literally have no streaming services at all. I just watch whatever's on YouTube, so... Oh, True Crime is really good too, iDrive, yeah. Dual Survival, that's another one. Thank you, Zeb. I've seen that one as well. I've never seen Yukon, man. You always like serial killer documentaries. I like those as well. Pretty much anything that's... like... documentary related, I can watch. But yeah, I don't have like Amazon Prime. I don't have Hulu. Don't have Disney Plus. Don't have. I mean, you name any of the streaming services. Netflix. Don't have any of them. So pretty much watch stuff on YouTube, and that's about it. So maybe that's why I run across random people sleeping in roundabouts. Maybe that's my issue. There should be a woke videos blocker by YouTube. If I'm not wrong, the power of the Femme's steering is linked to the engine revs. Interesting. Might have to look into that a little bit more. I think I know I've been suggested videos before, and it was like, how was this suggestion? YouTube's asking you for feedback, and you're like, didn't like that one at all. Like, that was a stupid video. Why would you suggest that one, But there's other ones that they randomly suggest you, and you're like, oh, that was really good. I don't know if you can do that with every video, but I know that every once in a while they have like a feedback thing. Feels like the steering of the FEM just locks up. Yeah, it does. That's exactly what it feels like. It totally like locks up and doesn't allow you to turn, and you have to back up and turn, you know, back up, go back forward, and turn, go back through it again. Alright, let's see, do we still have... Yeah, we still have all of our... Still have all of our cargo, according to this. Shane says, I was dreaming of SnowRunner last night. That's funny. Did you have a flip over and a bad rescue, or? Another one I just kind of randomly thought of this. If you guys have ever seen like 100 Ways to Die, it shows some of the stupidest ways people have died. That's kind of a funny show. Has anybody ever watched that one? Or I think it's called 1,000 Ways, not 100. 1,000 Ways to Die. Has anybody ever heard or seen of that show? Heard of that show or seen it, I should say. Drive by like, haven't had internet since 8 a.m. Phone barely gets signal. Sounds good, thank you, Zing. Have a good rest of your day. Whoa. 1,000 Ways to Die was funny. You've never heard of it, Zeb? Oh man. It's a good watch. I'm trying to think of something stupid. I'm sure I've seen that before. Okay, so here's one. I just randomly remembered this one. So there was some guy who was smoking cigarettes, big fan of cigarettes and guns. I don't remember if alcohol was involved, probably. Most of them seem like they do. And this guy thought it'd be a good idea to take apart a shotgun round and put cigarettes in the end of it instead of BBs, so it had gunpowder and then cigarettes. Cigarettes is what it shot out, basically. And he shot his friend with this round and ended up killing him. Another one I just remembered. There was a clown. So, you know, for a living he goes to parties, dresses up, you know, face paint, balloons, all that, right? And apparently one time, when he was putting all of his stuff back in his car, he accidentally bumped the valve to pump up a balloon, and this balloon pumped up so much he didn't notice until basically his entire car was full of this balloon, and it literally killed him. It squished him against the door, took out all the oxygen in the car, and killed him. I don't know how he didn't have enough time to somehow get out of the car, but apparently he got killed by the balloon pumping up too much. Another one that I just remembered is there was these kids. They were like back in the day. Well, I don't know. Maybe it still is, but paintball used to be really big here. Now it's, as far as I know, it's not really that big. But there was these kids that would like shoot people when they randomly went past their house with a paintball gun. And I don't know if they were like new to it or whatever, but they didn't know how to. They didn't know how to, I guess, put the tank on correctly, fully. And so when they were shooting random people, they shot some old lady, and the tank literally shot off backwards. Like, it wasn't screwed in tightly, and so it shot out the back, you know, the other way. Hit the guy in the throat and killed him. There's a whole bunch of stories like that. I know one of them, I just thought of this one too, and now they're all kind of coming back to me. One of the weirdest ones was there was a party going on, and an asteroid the size of a pea killed somebody. Went straight through his heart. Another one was... They were... you know how people like shoot guns straight up in the air? There was one of those where it was the 4th of July. Somebody was shooting a gun up in the air. And it came down miles... or not that far away, actually, I don't even think. But like a mile away from his house, somebody has had another 4th of July party. Again, the bullet went straight through his heart. You're talking like an angle, you know, way up above your head. So it's not like a straight shot. It came like straight down. Went through his heart, killed him. He fell backwards into a pool, and there was just a big pool of blood. Like at this party, some random dude just got hit with a bullet and died. Yeah, there's all kinds of weird, crazy stories. It's a pretty funny show. You guys have to watch it. That was Pennywise. That's funny. There's no way that must be fake. Yeah, I don't know. There's some of them that seem so stupid. Like, how could you possibly... I don't know, maybe he was driving down the road and he was on the freeway and just didn't have time. Like, you would think you would just pop the balloon or something, but... I don't know. Sometimes I look up the Darwin Awards. I was trying to finish the last week contract, kept getting stuck in the easiest of places. I saw the show Crazy Stuff, and some people think it's fake. Yes, I hate most DLC models, but it keeps the company running, true. Smoking kills. If you're going to shoot a gun, at least shoot it into the ground or something. Yeah, they shot it straight up in the air. And it was like in a... I want to say it was like Las Vegas or something. You'd have to, you know, look it back up. But, yeah, it came down... I want to say within a mile, you know, because it went straight up in the air, so it didn't travel far distance-wise. And then came down, went right through some guy's heart, and he fell backwards into the pool and was instantly dead. Okay, let's see. Do we still have... We still have all of our cargo, so this should work. Okay, it worked this time. Hi, JJ in chat. Welcome in, Grey Wolf. Nuno says there was a guy who stole some TV in a house, hid in the garbage truck. They threw the garbage in the trash crusher. Oh my gosh. Yeah, stuff like that, like just the dumbest stuff. Oh wait, actually here, I can do this. Hang on a second. I should be able to just pull out ahead here. Park this. Another was when some shot air. Wait, another one shot to the air in some party and the bullet fell and killed someone. Yeah, I saw that one, Nuno. That's what I was talking about. That's funny. Dying to a pea-sized asteroid is crazy. Yeah. It went straight through his heart. Like, what are the chances of an asteroid falling, and especially that small, and directly hitting you, going straight through your heart? Like, just terrible, terrible. Oh, really? That one log just barely popped out of place. That's kind of a bummer. A guy at a furry party. Oh yeah, I remember that one as well, Nuno. A guy at a furry party was dressed up as a grizzly bear, and then a real bear killed him because he thought it was another furry person. I remember that one as well, Nuno. I remember there was another one about a guy like getting bit by a snake, but I don't remember exactly how it happened. Alright, let's pack this. Deliver that. Grizzly bear is not an animal you want to find at a furry party. Truth lies as crazy times. Oops, not that one. And someone who was high on LSD and jumped into a dry pool. I didn't see that one. I know there was some lady who got like Botox. I don't know, I don't remember exactly how this story went, but there was a lady who got Botox. I think she tried to save money and get it from like a friend or some, you know, under the table something or other. And they gave her way too much, and basically it paralyzed her entire body. And she happened to hop into a hot tub before all that happened, and so she just got stuck and couldn't move out of the hot tub and ended up drowning. Like, what a weird way to drown, because you're basically... Botox, like, stops the muscles or something. So it that's how it kind of stops you from aging, because it doesn't show the, like, the skin falling as much or whatever. So yeah, oh my god, that's gonna fall. So it stopped her from being able to move her muscles to get out of the hot tub. Oh, that was not good. The snake pulled the trigger of a rifle and killed a man. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, they wrote shooting guns, and a snake like wrapped around the. There was a gun on the ground. After they had shot like some beer cans or something, and the snake like wrapped around the trigger and ended up shooting a gun, ended up killing a guy. Just the weirdest stuff you guys can think of is basically what that show is about. How is that not good? I'm so lost. Why is that not good? Seriously? Whatever, I guess. Do you need a special trailer for burnt logs? No, you don't. You can use any medium trailer. Or a medium attachment, that'll work. There was a guy who peed in some train station, got an electric shock. I don't think I saw that one either, Nuno. I saw a good number of them. I think I saw most of them. Or maybe I saw it, I just don't remember it. You know, I might have been like half falling asleep or something at the time. I don't remember. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, 1,000 Ways to Die is a pretty weird and funny show. Teddy says, okay, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Teddy. Mythbusters was crazy. I'm wondering if it's not working because it like doesn't see these logs as being good cargo or something. Hang on, let's change maps and see if maybe we can get it to go green. Can we use short logs in a medium trailer yet? No. Short logs have their own trailer berry. Let's see if that worked. I don't think it would, but maybe. Would you say that the Taiga bee is outright better than the other Taiga? I don't think so. Not outright. One of the Taiga bee sometimes struggles going up hills. Oh, there, now it works. All right, let's pack. Ever watch Tales from the Crypt? I've never heard of that, Kenny. Is that like... I'm assuming it's some kind of... Because obviously it's like... Tales would be like a story, and Crypt would be like from a dead person. You know, you're in a crypt, you're buried. So it must be like some weird stories that, you know, people found out after somebody died or something. Is that a pretty good show? Daniel says, think people have fun? Some people want COD all over again. Oh, I think I gotta change maps again and go back for it to work. We'll see. We need one more set. Is it 3 logs that enable you to pack? Yes, that... Oh. Correct, Shane. 3 logs is basically one one packed set of logs. It's BS and creepy as heck. It's like that 1001 Ways to Die, but weirder. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it before. Is it a newer show? Because I want to say I watched 1000 Ways to Die like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something probably. Alright, we gotta change maps again it looks like. Let's jump back. Tried doing the overload today with the base game trailer and it wouldn't work. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's the... Well, actually it's the forester. I'm wondering if it's because it's burnt logs. So burnt logs are like a different... They're medium logs, but they're a different cargo technically. So I'm wondering if that's the only reason why it works. But if you're watching JJ's streams of SnowRunner, you will not be watching those shows. Nice. Alright. One last load of logs here. It was with medium logs. Yeah, they're mediums, but they're like a different cargo. I don't know if that really makes sense. Like, they're obviously burnt logs. They're, you know, the same size and everything. They're just a different asset, I guess. So I could see how it would work with one and not the other. Yes, Ontario also has burnt logs, Nuno, correct? Nice, we got a double grab. Yeah, this is just a new thing that I found out yesterday. This, being able to pack them, unpack them and pack them at the same time, if that makes sense. I've never seen that happen before, so I don't know if it's a bug or if that's just because they're burnt logs. It, you know, it could have been in the game for a year now. I just never noticed it. Yeah, 3 sizes for logs, yes. Short, medium, and long. It was from the 80s or early 90s, okay. Alright, that wait, actually, no. I can pack this one. I don't even need that one, I just had to get 3 of them out of here. There we go. 1 mission done. Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful when you use that log crane, you know. You kinda gotta tap it very lightly to turn it, or else it'll spin quick and throw your logs. The cargo plane flying on the Pacific and had to drop cargo because the engine malfunctioned to survive. The cargo was cows. Landed on a fishing boat and killed the crew sinking the boat. Wow. That's crazy. Sorry if I missed anybody else's chats. So back to Martin's. I wouldn't say the Taiga B is outright better than the Taiga. I think I prefer it because it can have the crane and the bed. The other one can have a crane and like a saddle trailer, but not the crane and the bed. It also has a spare on the roof, and it can have one behind the cab. The other one can't have one on the roof, but it can have one behind the cab. It's kind of personal preference. They're both good, but I wouldn't say one is like outright better than the other. I feel like the Taiga B is a little more stable. It's got a little wider wheelbase. I packed and unpacked to be left with 3 logs. Tried to pack again, not enough space. Not enough space. I packed and unpacked to be left with 3 logs. Tried to pack again. Did you make sure they were all green when you tried to pack them? I know not enough space could mean that they're a little bit out of the zone, the cargo zone, to pack. First time I saw the P16, I was like, what is this thing? That thing is huge. That was a bad "that's what she said" joke, but I will thank SnowRunner for showing me some trucks that I didn't know. There's a website called MapRunner that helped me a lot before. Yeah, MapRunner is good. I try not to use it. We talked about this the other day. I like to explore on my own, and I try to ignore, like, I don't like to watch anything or see anything for a couple of days when a new season comes out, just to see it all and experience it myself the first time. And then if I'm looking for something that I can't seem to find, then I'll look it up. Here, I have a good example. So far, I've not been able to figure out what the mission is to move this truck. You could just look it up, but I've just been ignoring the truck. But I was watching Zing's stream yesterday, and he said you have to bring it a little bit north of there, so... But the game's already been out for a week now. I'm not too concerned with it. But if it was like maybe how you had to unlock that truck or something, then I probably would have looked it up after a few days of not being able to figure it out. Okay, let's go to the right. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a road to the left. Okay, let's go left. I didn't even see there's a road over there. First time I'll go down there. P16, I came at the right time. Welcome in, Muck Soup. We gotta do some long logs. We were asked to use the P16 yesterday, and we're just now getting to it. P16 and Azov Antarctic are going to be our two long log trucks. For newer seasons, it doesn't update right away anyways. Oh, okay. Do you want to know a better one? If you go to SnowRunner, in the top right corner, you go to... what is it called? Shoot, I'm trying to think of the name. I think it's extended links. Hang on a second. I'm going to figure this out just so I give you the right information. Okay, I opened up the internet. Let me go to MapRunner here quick. Oh, it's resources. Then you go to external links and 3D maps snow render. That's made by Naked Dave, the modder. You can click on all of the maps. They're three-dimensional, so you can move them around and well, actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me see. I just closed out of the internet. 1 second, I'm going to open it back up. I think I can show you guys. Oh, now it says Firefox is not responding. Okay, never mind. Scrap that. Apparently Firefox didn't feel like working. Yeah, I gave you the order of where to go, so go there, check it out. It's a 3D map. It's updated the day it comes out. Might be a couple hours later, but it's updated like as quickly as they can get it up. Naked Dave is awesome. He stopped in on our streams a few times, friend of the channel. Really good dude. But yeah, that's who does that. What are your best go-to trucks? I kind of use whatever, Kenny. At least right now, we're just in normal mode, so I don't really care if I like flip over or something. But some of the trucks I like to use a lot are the Pike. I really enjoy using that. I like the White Western Star a lot. I don't know. I know it's like a super, base game truck. But a lot of the time I do prefer to use a little bit weaker trucks, if you will. Not the top of the line, biggest, strongest trucks. So I prefer more of the off-road and heavy duty. I think it gives you a little bit more of a challenge. You can't just pull the trigger and drive in all-wheel drive, diff lock always on. But yeah, the Pike is kind of... It's a smaller Russian truck. And I really messed this up, didn't I? But it does have all-wheel drive, always on, and diff lock always on. It's just kind of a fun one. I don't know why. I really like that truck. nice, so check it if you get stuck. Yeah, it's a really good resource. Highly recommend it. Barry says, did they nerf the taiga, or am I just imagining? I don't know if they did. I don't believe so. The last that I know they did not, but I could have missed it. JJ's an adventurer and SnowRunner. Always play safe. Oh no. Back had to go take your antibiotics. Welcome back, Snowy. It feels weird to be using the P16. I don't know why, but it just seems like it's been quite a while, and can't even recall the last time I used it on normal mode. I use it on my hard mode all the time. It's my long log truck all the way up to Season 6 so far, but... Martin says no, neither Tiger got nerfed. Okay. It's a pretty nice looking area here. Without all-wheel drive, it struggles. It kind of, yeah, it struggles going uphill, but oh my gosh, we're going to run out of fuel, aren't we? Oh, that's right. I was supposed to grab fuel when I passed the Zix 605R, and I didn't. That's not good. Nuno says he uses the JBE with the same tires we have here, just to have the all-wheel drive. I can imagine this thing with all-wheel drive and a slightly bigger engine would be pretty amazing, Nuno. So, like I said, I know it kind of struggles going uphill. You put in all-wheel drive, a little bigger engine, and you're good to go. Oh, we got an earth roamer up here. It has a service kit as well, so how much fuel can we get out of there? Oops. 160. I'll take it all. Alright, which way do I want to go back? Probably not that way. Because where does it go? It's got to go... Hang on a second. We haven't started this mission at all. Got to go to the other map. To the stable. Okay, so we probably want to go through the south gateway. Would be best. So yeah, probably back down the way we came. Cross the river. Back onto the main road and head south. Okay, that's not bad. We'll turn it around quick. It's pretty OP as it is, but the map, roads, and Skinny factory, or Skinny forcing us to use smaller trucks. Yeah, I like that little Skinny part there. Would you rather use trucks without all-wheel drive or without diff lock? I think without all-wheel drive is harder. Diff lock is, you know, you can manage it sometimes. All-wheel drive, you can manage it sometimes, but I think I'd rather have all the wheels at least be able to spin. I think that would be a little bit easier, but what do you guys think? JBE must have a 500-liter tank, if I can remember. I'm not using it for a while. Oh wait. Forgot. I don't want to go that way. I want to go the way I came. Nuno says better with all-wheel drive, not diff lock. No all-wheel drive is a no-go. P16 can do any map except for skinny roads. I remember I got the P16 stuck in Michigan when I first started. Let's see if I can find the path. I remember it's on Smithville. Was it right here? I thought it was there. I think there's a rock that sticks out, like right here maybe, really far, and I couldn't get through there. Or maybe, oh, this is it, right here. I tried to sneak through here with the P16. There's rocks on both sides, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I can't fit through there. I would generally agree. For example, the Royal BM17 better than the Pacific P512PF. Diff lock only gives an advantage to go slowly, but if you want more power, the all-wheel drive is the way to go. Nathan Province says heavy tires will help with this also. Yeah, heavy tires seem to make a huge difference on this game. I'm not really sure why. The weight of the vehicle does help as well, but for some reason the heavy tires really help. Snowy says, Nuno, the P16 beats a lot of trucks with all-wheel drive in the mud. How many of you guys use the P16 in Alaska to haul that big truck through the mud pit? Probably quite a few of you, right? You did, Snowy? I know I did. I did probably every single time I played it I did, because I did it in order every single time, at least for the first 3 maps. One of the times I did skip around a little bit, but yeah, for the first 3 maps I did every single time in order. Come on. I don't remember which truck I used. I don't think the P16, but I might be wrong. Crap. I'm gonna try to go a little bit to the right. Just like how I came up. There we go. That was a pretty tough spot right there. P16 had best rated tires in mud, snow, and in the trucks category. Yeah, still to this date, it's tied for the best tires, minus the, oh crap, we're not in a good spot on this hill. Yeah, it still has the best tires in the game if you're just counting trucks, or tied for it anyways. The P512, and I think there's a couple other ones that have the same, but it's a very short list for sure. I know the W990s are really close. They're at 3.4 instead of 3.5, but they have, I think, a little better in the dirt and rock, but I can't remember if in total it cancels out or if it is slightly better. I don't remember. Or maybe it's slightly worse. But I know it's very close. Yeah, Tatran has the best. It's not even close. 8.0. Yeah, there's a lot of trucks with unique tires actually, Nuno. I mean, especially if you're counting scout trucks, but I know the Mac Defense has unique tires. I know the Pike has unique tires. The Crocodile. Yeah, the Hummer. The Wranglers. Well, I guess I shouldn't say unique, because there's 2 Wranglers, but only the Wranglers can use them. The Land Rovers as well. TIS 420 is OP. That one there is no way to nerf it. Yeah, I mean, they could just take down the tire values and it wouldn't be as good. They could bring the tire values down to 4, you know, cut it in half, and it'd still be the best tires in the game. I have a picture of the very first time I found the TIS 420 4 years ago. That's funny. I still remember when I first started playing the game, and I was trying to do the contest called To the Top and Back. Does anybody know this contest? I'm sure somebody does. I'll give you guys a second to see if anybody knows it, and if not, I'll explain a little bit more of where it is and what you have to do. Only thing I hate about the Tatron is the deep-ish water. RIP the engine. Yeah, especially if you, like right now, how I'm coming out of the water, the engine's in the back, so it'd be below. Looks like a turtle. Martin, you prefer the Burlak over the Tatron? Shane says, was it Mountain River? Yeah, you're correct, Shane. That is exactly where it was. Mountain River, Alaska. So I'm going to pause it again quick and just show you guys. It was this contest right here, to the top and back. You have to go up this hill, and then turn around and come back down. And it's just pure mud. And I remember looking it up, like, how am I able to beat this thing? Again, I was doing it in order. I was like, how the heck are people able to get golds on this? Is it possible? And then I saw people use the Tatron, and that thing just went right up and right back down. I was like, holy crap, that thing is amazing. That was the first time I had seen it, because again, I try to play kind of, you know, keep it in the dark, I guess you could say. Like, I don't want to spoil it for me. So I hadn't like looked up any of the best vehicles and stuff at that point. And I saw that and I was like, oh man, that thing is crazy. I want that. So as soon as I got to Tamir, I was like, yes, I'm excited to go get this truck. Isn't to the top and back in a mirror. Hello, Richard. Welcome in. I don't think they have a to the top and back for a mirror. You did that with the Cat 745C. That's funny. Shane says, oh yeah, that was tricky. I love those American muscle pickups from Ford. You use the Burlak a lot, can fit a lot of cargo. That's interesting. I know the Burlak is good, but it's just because it has the huge tires, I would say, and the chained tires. I mean, I wouldn't carry a lot of cargo on it, but I know I have before. I've carried like 4 service spare parts. I think I had two stacked like side by side, and then one on top of it, and then I had a fourth one up on top of the truck, something like that. Burlak's the only Scout that can deal with the deep ice. That's true. Well, I think. I don't think there's another one, but maybe. The one that popped into my head was the Cat TH357. If you take off the forks, I don't know, maybe that could crawl out. I'm not really, never tried it, but possibly. For me, it's the fact that it pairs insanely well with the radar trailer. Okay. For me, it's more like, oh, it's cool, it's nice that it has it, but I don't really still use it very much, you know. For me, I would still rather use the Tuz. The Tuz is just a big, powerful machine that can go through pretty much anything. The only thing that kind of gets it is ice, or actually big rocks. Ice and big rocks, that's kind of its two downfalls. If you get stuck on a big rock, you can kind of high center and just get stuck right in the middle. Whoa, I looked away at the chat and ran right into the side of that. How many of the trucks in the DLC seasons do you have to find compared to just being able to purchase? There's 2 in pretty much every season, Shane. I think there's close to 100 trucks now in the game. I could quickly walk through if I went to the garage and see how many of them are like standalone DLC trucks. I know you have. I'll throw out just a couple here. You have both the Jeeps, so there's a Jeep Wrangler and a Jeep CJ. You have 2 Land Rovers, the Defender 110 and Defender 110 and Defender 90. You have the Chevy Apache. I don't remember if I said the tank or not already. You have the tank. I know you have the the Western Star Wolfpack trucks. What else? I don't know, I'm kind of blanking now again. Oh, the Mastodon's a standalone DLC. The Brigadier is a standalone DLC. The Cat CT681 and HX520 are also both DLC trucks, but those are free actually. The 49X is a standalone DLC. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. Oh, the W990. That one's a standalone DLC as well. Oh, the Crocodile. That's another one. Standalone DLC. I think that might be pretty close to it. Let's see, you can go to... oops. Go here, go to Content Library, so now we can see trucks. So we got the tank. Oh, the Azov Atom, I missed that one. The W990. The Hercules, I forgot about that one as well. The Mastodon, the Wolfpack, the Crocodile. The Land Rover Defenders, the Jeeps. Oh, the Tatra Dual Pack, forgot about those two. Yeah, then the GMC Brigadier, the Anniversary DLCs, the Apache, the 49X. So I think we forgot the Tatras, the Hercules, and the Atom. Not too bad. The only truck you have to purchase from the seasons are the Boar and the Bandit. There are 34 DLC trucks that come from seasons, and you find 32. Very nice. Oh, the Atom says Snowy. Yeah, missed that one. Oh wait, never mind. The Bandit is also given when you buy Season 2. I'm not sure what you mean by given, but yeah, you are able to get the Bandit, but yeah, I think you have to buy it as far as in-game currency goes. Standalone DLCs are a robbery. Mastodon is not actually. Yeah, the Mastodon is a standalone DLC. It's came out in Season 9, Ontario. It's one single truck. I think it's like $4. Honestly, I don't remember, but JJ, it's been a while since I saw you use the Pike. Yeah, I've been asking the people what we should use. We got to use the Azov Antarctic to carry another set of long logs after this one. And then I think Nuno asked for the Mac Defense. I don't know. We're probably not going to get very far. We won't even get to the Mac Defense. I don't think. We got to deliver this and then drive the other truck all the way out here and then drive it all the way to the next destination, so I don't think we'll get there. I saw Apache at a car show 2 weeks ago. That's awesome. Standalone are good, but I think it breaks the game when you start off with it because you get many good trucks in the DLC. The problem with the standalones is if you buy it, or like let's say you got the Mastodon, you can start with it wherever you want, which is fine, but a lot of the times if you buy a big truck, you have to also go find the big engine for it. Like the P16 here, you have to go and find the engine, right? When you buy a DLC truck, all of the stuff that comes with it, like say it has a raised suspension, you don't have to go find that raised suspension because it's not anywhere on the maps. They just give it to you. You have the, well, not give it to you, but allow you to buy it. So the raised suspension, the bigger engines, if it has like all-wheel drive or diff lock, all of that stuff is just there to purchase. You don't have to go out and find the upgrades. So you could buy like the Mastodon and then equip all of the best upgrades without having to go out and like find them anywhere. You know what I mean? So normally if you went and rescued the P16, you'd have to go out and find the engine for it. It doesn't have raised or active or anything, so there's nothing to find in that area. And diff lock is already on here, no all-wheel drive, so this one's pretty easy, but some of the other trucks, like say the 5600 TS, if you were to use that one, yeah, you'd have to go find the raised suspension, you'd have to go find the big engine, you have to go find the diff lock, you have to go find the all-wheel drive, so it makes you work for it. Because the Zix 612H is a classic, it only costs $4. Really for me, when I started the game, I had the year 1 pass. Started with the Bandit in the garage, besides the HX520 and the Cat. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I thought you had to buy the Bandit. I could be wrong though. Actually, no, I think you're right. I think you are right. I think you start with the Bandit, and the only one you have to buy is the Boar. I think you're right. I was thinking of hard mode for some reason, and obviously you don't start with any of your vehicles in hard mode, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in my garage, but I'm pretty sure I remember on my normal mode having it, so yeah. Zix 612H should have been locked behind a hard task like the 605R. Nuno says, if I had to buy the Zix 612H to cheat into the game with using OP mods, or with OP mods using, it's free. So why would you buy it? I don't know, I think the biggest advantage to buying stuff or just like DLC stuff, not mods, is that they work offline. If you happen to like lose your connection to mod.io, you know, there goes all your mod trucks. So, or you can't load it up. It'll say like you're gonna lose all your mod trucks. You can still play it, but alright, we gotta jump back to the garage. It's been a long time since I used the Azov. I think season 6, it's probably still set up for... It's not. I was gonna say it's probably still set up for logs. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. And we gotta drive this bad boy all the way out to get some more logs. Shane says, is the 612H one of the better trucks? Yeah, Shane, it's probably, if you had to make a list, it'd probably be top 5. Some people say it's the best truck in the game. I wouldn't agree with that, but I would say it's definitely up there. Nuno says there's no reason to buy it. 612H and 605R are the best in the game. Yeah, I think some people would say that the Kenworth is up there. And the Femme, just due to its strength. I feel like I'm missing a truck though. Where's your rear? Big head crackhead son, welcome in. Cyrus says it's the 963. Yeah, that's his opinion, that's fine, everyone's got their own. I would say the 605R is number 1. 963 is probably number 2 in my book, but I would say Mastodon is probably 3. If I had to rank them, I would say 605, 963, 612, and then 37 AT. That would be my order. What would number 5 be? Probably Mac. Probably Mac Defense. Plaid is also good. Yeah, Plaid is really strong. Good morning, Ian. Welcome in. Collabs are good. In my opinion, the Cat 745C is one of the best. Yeah, that's up there too, Nuno. The only problem with the Cat is it only has 3 uses. Logs, fuel, and specifically cargo containers. It's kind of cool that it has that. I don't know. Most people probably don't even remember that it has it. Let's see if I can pop a cat over here quick. I don't know if I have one. Thought that was it. Do I? I don't have a cat. Let's buy one quick. It has this unique add-on just for cargo containers. It's pretty cool. It only works for cargo containers. Or shipping containers. I forgot what I was using already. Arctic, here it is. In my opinion, oh, I read that one. The Kenworth 963 is the really long truck with 9 axles. Yeah, it's like the longest, well, Twin Steer 6900 would be the longest. I think it'd be the second longest in the game. Came in late. What are we ranking? Just trucks based on what I thought would be the best. Off-road capabilities, stability is outmatched. Collabs are very underrated. The thing for wood don't work on console. Just lost my load. Yeah, it did bug out for me too, Spoon. So I took one there, and then I delivered it when it was packed, and it deleted all the other logs. So I had to do it again, and then that time it bugged out and didn't have any extra logs in it. So that was my 3rd and 4th load, then my 5th and 6th load, and then I did it again, and I had 7, 8, 9, 10. So I had 4 loads. It finally worked, but it took me 3 trips to deliver 6 logs. No, 8 logs. 3 trips, 8 logs. 2, 2, and 4. Martin says, for me, the Taiga B is better than the Mac. The Azov Atom 2 is better than the Mac. Shane says, you'll have to forgive me. I am completely familiar with all the trucks and their names. No, you're good, Shane. You are all good. So actually, just to show you, Shane, we'll go to the store quick. So because I have all of them, well, if you don't have them, it'll still show up, but I'll just quickly show you the ones that we're talking about. So if I were to rank them, I would go with this is the best truck in the game, the Zix 605R. This would be number 3 in my book, the 612H. Number 2 would be, oops, did I pass it? No. This one here, the Kenworth 963. This is the one preview. Here we go. This is the one that we're talking about, the really long one. And then number 4 would probably... Actually, I forgot about the FEM as far as length goes. This one is also very long. This is the 37AT that I was talking about. Alright, go back. I like to burn around in the little Zix. The little Zix is really fun, actually. The Zix 5368. It's like one of the smaller trucks, but it's really fun to drive. I don't know why it's really fun. Awkward Gamer, welcome in. If you don't mind me asking, what monitor do you use? So I have a really crappy one, which I have the chat on. It's like 6 years old. It's just... Yeah, it's really, it's got weird dimensions and stuff. But I think my other one, we were talking about this yesterday, because I'd made a video of my setup. This was years ago. I think it was, I think in 1 week it'll be 3 years ago that I made the video. So it's up on the channel. But I think it's an LG GN950, which is a 27-inch LG monitor. It's way more expensive than I need. I paid for it like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, something like that. Nuno says, I am taking the Futom 4x4 trailer with the Peterbilt. Oh, you drove it up onto the trailer? Nice. If I load the Aramatsu and unpack, I just get 3 logs. That's interesting, Spoon. I wonder if it doesn't work on console, maybe? Shane says, I appreciate you showing me. You're welcome, Shane. Anytime. If I can put the plantation thing there, I could avoid using the tractor across bad terrain. Who requested this truck? I know it was yesterday, but are they in the chat today? I don't remember who asked for this. I know it's like a day later as well. We're behind. Does anybody remember who asked for this truck yesterday? TWM really designs good trucks. They have so much detail. Yeah, I've never even heard of TWM until you started saying it. I just need a new monitor. So many to choose from, right? Yeah, no, mine is really expensive. I think I paid like $850 for this one. This is like 3 years ago, and I don't need anything close to that. I mean, it's mainly for if you were like playing online. It has a really high refresh rate and low IPS, stuff like that, but I don't need, you know, I'm playing SnowRunner most of the time. Like, I definitely could get by with a monitor a half that price or a quarter of that price or something. Martin said, I did and I absolutely love it. Or that's because I absolutely love it. Okay. Martin was asking for it. I couldn't remember who it was, so thank you, Martin. What do you use to record your videos? I have it's actually really old. Oh shoot, it just passed. Just a little bit too far to refuel from there. I use an Elgato HD60. It's a really old recording device, Blaine. But the cool thing is it does work on consoles as well. You could record on Xbox or PlayStation with it, or even Switch. Or other stuff too. They have adapters where you can like record your phone, like iPhone or something. Basically, you just have to plug it into your computer. You have to have like a laptop or something to plug it into, because the recording software still has to run off a computer. They do make maybe they have multiple, but they do have other ones that you don't need to plug into a computer. You put in a memory chip. It does all the encoding and stuff on there. But I don't remember what the price I paid for mine was, but I think the other one is like $400, $500. So they're a little bit more expensive if you want to get it to where you can record without having to have it plugged into a computer. Some sleep in a roundabout, others parked there. Yeah, that's what started the whole conversation, Zeb, is as I pulled in there. Oh, no. As I pulled in there, I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, this reminds me of that one time when I watched that video. So that's how the whole thing started. I was pulling into that roundabout and I'm like, I'm going to park off the road. I'm going to park right here. And then it kind of reminded me of that. Because I'm thinking about streaming. I just don't know if you wanted, or if I wanted you Twitch or YouTube or both. Marty, you're headed out. Thanks for everything, JJ. Have fun and have a nice day. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. Have a good rest of your day as well, or night, I guess. And thanks for stopping in, Marty. Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, Blaine, because I've never even looked into Twitch. Well, I shouldn't say never, but I know for a while there they had a policy where you can't stream on Twitch and any other platform at the same time, but I've heard they've changed that. The Twitch platform is good. I think if you were going to, the best case scenario would be both, right? I talked about this the other day. I think There is a way that you can have it to where if somebody comments on YouTube, it basically reads their comment, takes their name, and it puts it into Twitch and says, this comment was from YouTube, from Marty McFly, and he said, and it, you know, puts it in there. So the Twitch chat can read the YouTube chat, and there's another bot you can get. It's kind of like Streamlabs, where it's like a bot that kind of helps with stuff. And the bot takes your Twitch chat and posts it on YouTube as well. So basically YouTube chat can read Twitch chat, and Twitch chat can read YouTube chat, so they can talk to each other without even watching it on the same platform, which is pretty cool. I don't know how to do that. Like I said, I've never really looked into it, but I know it is possible. I was watching Telemenace do it a couple weeks back. Shane says, yeah, I watch a guy who multi-streams on YouTube and Twitch. Zeb says, yes, you're correct. You can stream on both now. Tank said goodnight to Marty. Marty said goodnight. Goodbye, Tank. And Big Guy said goodbye as well. There we go. Well, that is a hobbit, no hobo, and a rabbit. But they're making a hobbit. What in the heck? He has another truck based in the Kenworth T800 Lewis uses in his lives. Everybody loves it. It was a pretty nice looking roundabout. Oh, the one that the guy slept in? Did you actually watch it, iDrive? It was pretty nice. It had a pretty big amount of cover there. I know that was one of the things he just kept talking about. Being able to hide in the bushes there, have a nice little undergrowth area where you could actually lay down and sleep because there was nothing there. Pretty funny. From Futurama. Okay, I'm like, I don't have any idea. Longsword. Welcome in. I can't wait to jump on SnowRunner tonight. Are you into Season 14, Longsword? What console do you have? I know you have Xbox, don't you? Or I believe you have Xbox, don't you, Blaine? Maybe I'm mixing it up, but I think with the newer consoles you don't even need to, Blaine. It definitely helps having a computer to be able to edit the thumbnails and stuff, because it's a lot more difficult. Spoon does it on his Xbox. He edits the thumbnails on his phone and does it for streaming and videos, but we got to turn left here. You can do it off your Xbox, and you don't even need to edit your thumbnails and stuff if you really don't want to, but it's going to be hard to get viewers' attention that way if you just, you know, posting or if it just shows like a random picture from your stream and that's, you know, all it really says. Welcome back, Sawyer. I saw the thumbnail. I saved it to watch later. That's hilarious. Yes, only to unlock the new vehicles. I'm in Wisconsin. Okay. Tank Baby just got done with Wisconsin. Not yet, Sawyer. I'll do it today. I keep forgetting. It's been like 2 weeks that I've been forgetting. And it's not hard, I just gotta remember to do it. You can link your Twitch or YouTube to your PSN or Xbox, I believe. Yeah, I think you can pretty much just do it with the newer consoles. You can just link it and you're good to go. But that's for live streaming, right? I think if you're going to record videos, you have to have a laptop or some kind of computer. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I am wrong. But yeah, he said videos, which is why I think you do. I didn't even notice there was a stump there. These crossings always make me choose bumpers that are sloped. I didn't even adjust what we have for a front bumper. Waylon, welcome in. I'm going to say 52 points. 51. Yeah, laptop or PC with OBS would be essential. Yeah, I think for videos, I'm pretty sure you'd need a laptop. If you're just streaming, I'm pretty sure you can take care of that on Xbox or PlayStation. Just, you don't need I don't think you need a PC or a laptop or a recording device at all. I think you can just stream it and you're good to go. Welcome in, Lawrence. How are you doing, Lawrence? Sawyer says, I use the Xbox app to download all my videos I recorded on Xbox, then edit them on my phone. Oh, so iDrive, you and Spoon did the same thing then, because that's what Spoon does as well. Well, I don't know if he does the same method, but yeah, he uses his phone to edit the thumbnails. I don't know if he edits the videos from there as well. Probably, because I didn't really think about it. He doesn't. I think he says he has an old computer though. There we go. Yeah, if you're just wanting to stream, Blaine, you can do that pretty easily. Sawyer, you can link your PSN to your YouTube to stream. So yeah, if you're just streaming, I think you can do that, like, super easily. Basically, all you have to do is hook up a mic. Well, I guess you don't even have to do that. You just have to connect your PSN to your YouTube, and then you could just start playing a game, and then click a couple buttons and start up the stream. So not too hard, but usually the more the better. You have a laptop, so that would work. Okay. Yeah, I would suggest, if you're gonna do it, Blaine, that you edit the thumbnails and stuff like that, even if it's basic. Like my edits are super bad. Like I'm terrible at editing thumbnails. Every once in a while I'll put in a good amount of work for one, but usually I probably put them together in just a couple of minutes. Sawyer says he uses the PlayStation camera to stream. Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything special too. I get ads every 5 minutes? That's crazy, Patrick. I have them turned down to the lowest setting. There's when you set it up for a stream, there's a conservative one. There's a I don't even know what it is. Average, I guess? And then there's an aggressive one. And it's set to conservative. I used to have it at average, but I lowered it because I heard a lot of people say there was a lot of ads recently. I think it might just be in a bigger influx of people watching from Season 14, but I was like, whatever, I'll turn it down. I want you guys to enjoy the experience, not just the ads. So, yes, I do this to create videos from the farming series, but I do stream on YouTube. I use AverMedia Capture Card. Is that something you can download on your Xbox, Spoon, or? Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Longsword. I use the camera. It has a mic as well. Good info there, Sawyer. Thank you. Stream on console. You use Twitch. You need a PC to stream on YouTube. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's kind of weird. I wonder why that is. If I get one more bloody nail polish ad, I'm going berserk. Maybe you should just buy some nail polish, Patrick. Just buy nail polish and be done with it. Clearly, you want nail polish. You've had 6 ads of nail polish now. Welcome back, Awkward Gamer. Olivia, welcome back as well. Play games on my TV, so that would work. Okay. Long time no see. Haven't heard from you in a while. I love the new season. I love a lot of it. It has the roses, I love the new season. I love a lot of it. It has a lot of roses season in SnowRunner. Quite a bit of flowers over in the town areas. I guess even here there's white and yellow. Thin ice, JJ, thin ice. Maybe you could buy nail polish, and then you could buy some nail polish remover to go with it. Some Nair or whatever it is. The back roads are very not that muddy, not too deep. I love the new season. That's good. I'm glad you like it. I'm enjoying it a lot too. It has a little different feel with the Austrian houses and stuff. It just, the castles and... yeah, I don't know. Very nice. Martin's rubbing it into you, Patrick. He's got some nails being painted. Nice stream, JJ. What is your truck? This is the Azov Antarctic 4220. I use the Taiga. It's good, but sometimes I get stuck in the mud. Is yours better? Thanks. Yeah, this is one of the better trucks for climbing in and out of the ice. It's got big 63-inch tires. At least I think they're 63s. This thing can crawl through the mud pretty good. The only problem I see with this truck is when you articulate, sometimes it can tip you over, and it can get kind of stuck to it. It can get stuck in its ways, like I'm trying to turn left here, and it doesn't really want to go. Sometimes when you're trying to articulate into the hills, doesn't go very well. I'm not a huge fan of this truck, but it's definitely one of the better ones as far as like breakable ice and stuff like that. Big mud puddles. Blaine says the new season is dope. How you like the Earth Roamers? I know you're really excited about them, Blaine. I don't know if I've talked too much about the Earth Roamers. Like a highway through hell. I was talking about a lot of the new roads. Oh, roads, not roses. I like the new side of the roads. The mud doesn't get too deep. Oh, shoot. I might have screwed this up. Might have been down here a little bit too late. I keep getting ads saying, chat with Latinos in your area. I should turn off ad personalization. That's funny. Maybe Patrick's wife has been searching for nail polish for like 3 weeks and his phone is just like, oh, you want nail polish, do you? Ratman says, why don't you use the Zix? Too easy? Yeah, it's too easy, but it also gets kind of boring for the viewers. I can speak from experience on that front. Because there's a couple people that I would watch, and they use the same truck over and over, and it's just kind of like, okay, but do you use anything else? Like, is that it? You know? Like, so I try to switch it up. I usually... oh, that almost was a flip. I'll usually ask every once in a while, like, what truck should we use next, and that's kind of how we got all the trucks in today's stream, was from asking people what we should use next. So, Tank Baby yesterday told me to use the P16, so we used that today. We were told by, I think it was Martin, I already forget, Martin or somebody, to use the Azov, so here we are. It'll be her fault, yeah. That's funny. But yeah, the Zix 605R, in my opinion, that's the best truck in the game, so using that too often would just be kind of boring. It just walks over everything. It is fun to use every once in a while. I probably use it 1 or 2 times during a season. And actually, I have one right here. We're going to go past it. It was my crane truck. So I didn't really haul cargo with it, but... when I first started, I used to use a lot of Zixes. And it's kind of funny because I've switched to like the opposite end of the spectrum now. The Zix is like the biggest, most powerful, truck. Maybe not most powerful, but you know what I mean? Like the big, strong, easy, just hit the trigger and go truck in the game. And now I've switched over to like, I like to use smaller, more difficult trucks with, switchable all-wheel drive and diff lock, or smaller tires, or I don't know. It's more fun for me to have a little bit of a struggle. Blaine says, I love the Earth Roamers. JJ's on the Spectrum? That wasn't very nice. Closet's treating me pretty good today so far, Lawrence. That's funny. Nuno yesterday was saying, all the chat was saying that's what she said in the Closet comments yesterday, so. I love the Earth Roamers. I think they're my new favorite scout. Very nice. Yeah, they're really good, actually. Surprisingly good. Haven't got that far. The only thing I did was find the two trucks, the new trucks. Still looking for the two new tractors. Okay. If you want me to let you know where they're at, Olivia, I'd gladly do that. But if you don't want to, I definitely won't tell you where they're at. I'll let you find them on your own. Hey, you said it, not me. Alright, I think we're caught up. Nuno says, nope, this doesn't work. What is that for? Trying to look back and see. I don't see any other comment from Nuno. Actually, I'm not even sure, Lawrence. I was going to ask her last night and I didn't. I had checked twice yesterday and I never saw it, so I also didn't hear anything, so I think it must have arrived. We're about to run out of fuel right about the time we get by the Zix here. Yeah, I forgot. I should probably track the correct mission for this as well. Alright. Oh, it's going over there? I thought I was going up to the city over here. Oh, whatever, I guess. I can say the Earth Roamers are decent, but not the tractors so much. The wheels spin. Even with all-wheel drive using a plow, this thing sucks. I can't put futon and the plow in the trailer. Oh, I think you can't pack it, maybe. You can put them on there, I guess depending on which trailer you use. You rushed to get the Earth Roamers. Did you find both of them, Blaine? I'm trying to think. After this, I think we only have one more set of logs to grab in the entirety of the region. We did 1 medium, 10 burnt. This is our second long. I think we did a couple of shorts. I think for sure 2 shorts. I think that might have been it. But yeah, I think we only have one more medium log to grab after this, so we're pretty much at the end. Oh crap, I forgot to grab fuel. I guess... No, I have the Atom coming up soon. Was your chicken noodle soup yummy yesterday? Yeah, it was delicious. It was reheated from a couple of days ago, but we have a big container of it, so it's good. For having seen both Earth Roamers, I would probably say the SX, or prefer the SX. I would as well. I don't know what it is, but the SX just seems a little better to me. Must be the six times to pack, 4 times not enough. The dang plow is too wide. Yeah, if you're gonna pack any vehicle or trailer, you need to have all of the legs or all of the wheels touching. So you can pack like a semi-sideboard trailer on another trailer if you can get the legs to touch. So if you have like an 8-slot trailer and you pack a 5-slot semi-sideboard on there, that's fine as long as the legs and the wheels are all touching. Lawrence is asking what percentage we're at. We'll give you guys a minute to throw out your guesses here. I think we've only done 1 task all of today so far, Lawrence, because it was all logging. We did... trying to remember where we started. I think we did... Oh yeah, we did 2 mediums, or 2 burnt logs actually. 2 burnt, another 2 burnt, then 4 burnt, and then 1 long, and now this is the second set of long. That's all we've done the entire episode is logging. And yeah, we completed 1 single task. I know we're up over 60%. I want to say last time was 62. So 63 or 64 would be my best guess. I gotta pull out of my roundabout here, my camping spot. My stealth camping spot. Nobody would have ever seen my truck in there. Where is it? There we go. 100% in the closet. Ooh, Snowy's going big. He's going 65. He's saying, I got you a very generous amount of percent on that mission you did. Okay, 45 was way off. Yeah, I know it's at least 62. I'm pretty sure that's what we were at earlier when I looked. And I think we've only done one thing the entire stream, so 63, 64, maybe 65. Any last guesses? Lawrence says 64, iDrive says 64, Patrick 100. We'll go with that. That's Patrick's guess. Shane 45. Let's see if he changes his guess here. I think the tractors in this season are crap compared to the ones in Season 8. We got 64 from Martin as well. I love the game. Maybe I was nervous about one point in the map, the quarry. Yeah, the quarries are a little bit scary. Just wait till you get to Season 13 quarries. They throw you for a whole nother loop. Shane says 65. Okay, let's hear it. Let's check now. 65. You guys are right. That's funny. So the one thing we did actually was a big percentage gainer. It took us from 62 to 65, I think. So Shane and Snowy are actually right. That's funny. I actually didn't expect it to be 65. I thought for sure 64 or 3. I knew it was somewhere in the 60s though. 62 and up. Blaine, they took out the diff lock always on for both the Kirovitz tractors. So I know you said these tractors are worse, but have you tried those ones since the Season 14 update? Because those ones might have gotten worse as well. Patrick says, Season 13 quarry is really bad. I love it. Again? Haha. So Shane and Snowy get a fresh, hot cookie. Yeah, it's Snowy. Weren't you right yesterday as well on one of the guesses? Maybe that's why you said again. I think you nailed one of the ones yesterday on percentage as well. Yeah, there you go. I had one yesterday. Got 2. Whoa. Which is good. Now the old tractors are better at farming. Yeah, they're better at farming, worse driving around, but I don't know, I kind of liked it before. I know the articulation was annoying, but having them always on diff lock and all-wheel drive just made them a little bit easier to drive from point A to point B. They just, you know, they have both of them always on, so whatever speed you can get up to is whatever speed you can go. Now you have to put it in low to get that to get the diff lock to be able to spin sometimes. So it seems like it's more of a slower process, but yeah, it's definitely easier to farm. You can make tighter turns and stuff. Patrick says, I want a cookie too. I was right. JJ's 100% sitting in his closet. Yeah, my screen is turned at a pretty good angle. I don't think you could even play without being in the closet. You might be able to see just a little bit I guess if you're all the way backed up. But, yeah. Pretty much you have to be in the closet. A rainbow cookie. Funny. Alright, here we are, Unterfeld. Please don't throw my logs all over. It said that the trailer and truck were a little bit too long. Oh, actually I can grab this little service trailer I keep driving past. I think I can use that one for a mission as well. I'm going to take a nice wide turn here. $150, we got to leave 15. We're good. Okay, where does that trailer go again? That's called the Power of the Elements. Power of the Elements is going here. Our truck is going here. It's not that far off. Tractors is good, but I would love to see in the game is an MTZ or an old machine. And what is an MTZ? I'm not familiar. It sounds like a tracked vehicle of some sort for some reason. Don't ask me why it sounds like that, but for me it sounds like a tracked vehicle. So far today, Lawrence, we've tipped over one time. So I think we're at 6 tips in about 27, 28 hours now in Season 14. It was a really bad one too. I remember thinking before I did it, like, because all I did was back up and it twisted the trailer and flipped my truck. I remember thinking like, oh, usually when I do this, it flips over my truck. I should probably not go this fast or far, you know. And as I was doing, I was like, screw it. We'll just go quick and, you know, see what happens. And then it flipped over. I was like, dang it. Why did I do that? That looks so cool, seeing the castle in the distance there. The river winds over to it, so it looks like it's kind of sitting right in the middle of the river. Only once, you can do better than that. Yeah, we're sitting at once every 4 hours right now. 6 and 20, 27, 28. Once every about 4 hours, so pretty good, I think anyways. Especially when you consider I've had times where I flipped like 3 or 4 times in about a 7-8 minute period. Martin says, honestly, not tipping with the Antarctic is pretty respectable in my opinion. I think, didn't we have one pretty close call earlier though? I had it at a pretty bad angle for a little bit there, I think. Someone was asking earlier about the truck going through the mud. I think they were fairly new. I don't remember who it was, but I think this is a pretty good showing of this, you know, sort of deep mud here. And we're even pulling a trailer. We got a big load of logs here, and this truck is not slowing down. The real Austria is such a beautiful place. I've never been anywhere outside of United States and Canada, Patrick, which is kind of sad. But United States is really big. It's kind of hard to get that point across sometimes, you know, like I can drive 6 hours and I'm to the Canadian border, or I can take like a 2, 3, 4 hour flight and still be in the United States. You know, I'd be in like California or New York or Florida or something. But yeah, it's, you know, for a lot of you guys, if you fly like 30 minutes or an hour, you're into the next country, you know? Maybe, I don't know where all you guys are exactly from, but I know a lot of those countries over there are fairly small. You know, Germany or France or something is a little bit bigger, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, is this... No, this is not my delivery. This must be something different. JJ, what do you think of the Earth Roamers? I'm a big fan, actually, Blaine. I still wish they weren't in the game as far as, like, I don't want more scouts. But if you know, if they were... Well, obviously we don't have a choice at this point. Like, they're in the game, so would I rather have those or some other weird scout? No, I think those are great scouts. They're really good at pulling stuff, which most of them aren't. They're probably one of the more valuable ones. I think I said this the other day. They'd probably be my 5th and 6th ranked scouts if I had to make a list of scouts. I think the Tuz, the F-750, the Yar, and the Lodestar would be the top 4, and then those two would probably be 5 and 6. And those 4 aren't even like locked in. It's just kind of like those would be 4 that I know would be up there, and so they would probably all 6 of them would be in the top 6. Is kind of what I was trying to say there. It might not be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then those 2 are 5 and 6, but you know, maybe one of them creeps up into the 5th spot, and one of them creeps up into the 4th spot, or something. 3rd or 2nd, or oh, got some spare parts or something there. Vehicle spare parts. I'm not a fan of the Lodestar personally. Texas is probably bigger than my entire country, says Shane. Shane, where are you from? I can drive from the east coast. Oh, Ireland, that's right. Now I can see it. I asked you before I read your other one. I can drive from the east coast of Ireland to the west in 2.5 hours. North and south about 6. Yeah, so I live in central Minnesota. It takes me 6 hours to get to the border with Canada. And I could probably drive another 3 south, maybe? 3.5? Something like that. So it's probably about 10 hours to drive north-south. Maybe 3 east and 2... Or 2 east and 3 west or something. Maybe 5 hours across, 10 hours... 5 hours east to west and 10 hours north to south. Something like that. And that's just one state, you know. And then you can go down one state to Iowa, and then down another state to Missouri, and then over a state to Nebraska, and over another state to Colorado, and then over another state to Utah, and then over another state to Nevada. Like, you know, it just keeps going. Obviously there's 50. The East Coast is a lot smaller than the West Coast, but yeah, it's you know, it's pretty big. There's a lot of different places you can go. And the climates are, like, I went to Colorado recently, and we actually drove all the way to the south border with, well, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. So we went all the way to the south and all the way to the west, and went into the other states just briefly. And Colorado's really mountainous, but then, like, Arizona, New Mexico is, like, really kind of flat, like desert-ish. And it was weird to, like, go from mountains to deserts with just a couple of hours of driving. It just, I don't know. Ratman says, you have a city as big as my country. That's true. Yeah, New York or Los Angeles or some of those others, like, just seeing some of the suburbs and stuff of, like, Miami and stuff is crazy. Alright. That is done. Okay, we gotta run this trailer over to here. Are there any cultural differences in other states? Probably. It's kind of like, so I'm from the Midwest. So if you go like a state or two over, or a state or two south, or a state or two over the other way, it's kind of the same. But if you go more than that, then you start to get to different kind of stuff. So yeah, if you were to go like 4 over, then you're, like, so for example, when I went into Arizona, New Mexico and stuff, we were actually on like tribal lands. Like it's owned by Native Americans, so it's not, I don't know, it's weird. Where do I gotta go from here? To the right, okay. So yeah, there's definitely some differences depending on where you go. You must get hit hard in the winter. Yeah, and one of the nicknames is Minnesota. Recently it hasn't really snowed that much. I would say like 2 or 3 years ago we had a really big snow year. But last year was almost no snow at all. You could see the ground the entire year. It did snow a couple of times, but it was gone in like 2 days every single time. Is Minnesota the most northerly state? So I think it's the 49th parallel, goes all the way across. And so like Washington is on the same as Minnesota. Same with Montana, same with Idaho, and North Dakota. But Alaska's further north. That's the only... Well, actually, I think Maine is as well. If you go all the way to the east coast, Maine goes up quite a bit. And there's probably a couple other states. I think Vermont might be. New Hampshire probably is. Not the entirety of the state, but parts of it. But Minnesota actually goes further north than the 39th parallel, because at the time when they, broke up the land, they said, you guys can start from the most northerly part in this lake and then go down. Something like that. And so the tip of Minnesota actually goes up quite a bit more than where after that they split it on the 49th and went all the way across. There's actually a part of Minnesota that you can't get to unless you go through Canada. It's called Northwest Angle. And actually there's another kind of funny thing. There's an airport, and as far as I know, it's the only airport in the entire world that is on a border. Wait, what? Did I not? Power of Elements. Oh, it's right around the corner here. It's called Pine Creek Airport. Look it up. It's actually it's literally on the border. It's halfway in Canada, halfway in the United States. Talk about a weird airport. Yeah, so that's Minnesota and one of the border crossings. I think I've told this story before, but apparently it was something with World War II where we wanted to help with the war, but we didn't want to get like too involved. And so instead of flying planes up into Canada, because there was some kind of a rule, I can't remember, it's been a while. So what we would do is fly the planes up to Minnesota, land on the airstrip, and literally just push it across into Canada. And then we're like, here you go. Here's your, this is your plane. Go ahead and do whatever you want with it. And so we did that with hundreds of planes. And then I think Canada flew them over to Europe to use. But instead of us giving them to... us flying them to Canada, we flew them north to the United States and then pushed them across and gave them to Canada. I don't know what the whole deal was, like why, but yeah, something with we didn't want to get too involved, and so we just landed them there, pushed them across the border, and then said, here you go, it's all yours. Stupid formalities, right? Okay, we got 1 medium logs to get there. I think there's another one with mediums, right? This one. So we have one of our 2 mediums here. Yes, of course, Alaska. 4 contracts left and 2 contests. Saw a documentary series not so long ago about the U.S. Some states are very populated, others are almost empty, so to speak. Yeah, very true, Patrick. Basically, the states just to my west and then a little bit south are like all the empty ones. Like, I think, I'm probably wrong on this, but I think Wyoming or something only has like 500,000 people. But they're like the 10th or 12th biggest state, landmass-wise. So they have like a, pretty large area, but there's like no people at all. Let's see here. I suppose I could do this. I don't know, where is this at? Foothills. Okay, that's where we drop it off. Where do we gotta pick these up at? This warehouse, okay. Let's find... some kind of a truck, anything that can carry something. Oh, the Mac Defense. This is what Nuno wanted earlier anyways. There we go. You can drive 30 hours inside Quebec and still be in Quebec. But I'm 45 minutes out of the USA. That's funny. But yeah, you're exactly correct, Patrick. There's some, like, just cities. There's certain cities, obviously like New York and stuff are super populated. New York City. There's some cities that are way more populated than some full states. Like the states are huge land masses that are like a lot of farmland and wilderness and mountains and stuff. Mountains, lakes, whatever. So not very many people live there. And then, you have these big, huge populated areas where there's like millions of people living. Way more than this state. Nuno says, if someone asked me which truck is compared to the Peterbilts, I would say the Mac Defense. I'm sure JJ or Rex has used this truck. They would like it. I think there's another thing. More Americans live further north than Canadians. There's like a certain line you can draw. And yeah, there's more Americans north of the line than there is Canadians, and it's like really far south in Canada. I'm like right on that line. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's like 70% of Canadians live south of this line or something like that, and there's more Americans that live north of it. It's really weird. A lot of the Canadians' population is really like in the south parts of Canada. I think most of it's within 100 miles of the US border. Obviously there's a couple of places that are further than that, but most of them. Spoon, you live in Quebec? Yeah, Spoon is from Quebec. We got... Claude is also from Quebec. We have Pabo from Ontario. Rex is from Ontario. Kevin's from Ontario. Doesn't California have more people than all of Canada? I'm not sure about that, Crackheads, and I have no idea what the population of Canada is. I don't know the population of California either, but I know it's pretty high. There we go. Not sure what we'll be. I'm not sure how we'll be looking on fuel. You should have been a history teacher, JJ, with that great story. I should look it up before I start speaking so I can actually get the correct, like the correct, numbers and reasons and stuff, but I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, there's an airport on the U.S. border with Canada, half of it's in the U.S., half of it's in the Canada. Super weird. Pretty sure it's the only one in the world. But that's here in Minnesota. There's also a part of Washington. I'm trying to think of the name right now. It's probably not gonna. Probably not. But there's a part of Canada. Another part of the United States you can't get to unless you go up into Canada, in Washington. I'm sure I'll think of the name eventually, but kind of weird. You have to go through Canada to get there. There we go. Oh wait, where am I going? I gotta go south, don't I? No, that's fine. We got a lot of Canadian French in Louisiana. Really? I didn't know that. French language for JJ. It's like Russian for me. Canada hit 40 million some months ago. Okay. 40 million. So yeah, it probably is. Canada, by population, is the 38th largest country in the world. As of 2023, the population was 40 million. Okay. That's a crazy stat. Probably the same, Lawrence. Either that or some chili. We have a lot of leftovers. I wouldn't even know where to begin how to pronounce your comment there, Spoon. All I know is bien. Because bien is like Spanish, like good. I'm in Washington State. My daughter lives in BC. Oh, weird. AJ, do you happen to know what the point is? Oh, Point Roberts, right? Point Roberts. That's the name of it. Point Roberts in Washington State. You have to go up into Canada to reach that point. It's in the United States, but you have to go into Canada and then back into the United States. Like the kids during COVID, they had to go, school from home. But you have to cross the border up into Canada every day and then go back into the border to the United States to go to school. There we go. See, AJ knows it. Point Roberts. I was right. It took me like 10 minutes to figure it out, but I eventually got it. Shane says, all I know in French is... I don't know how to say that either, so I'm not even going to try. I believe when the Canadians got kicked out of Canada, they moved to Louisiana. Leftovers is the closest. No, that's a good combo. Yeah, I'm not sure. We have some chili, we have a lot of soup, and there's something else I can't remember we had a couple nights ago. It's tacos. So, yeah, we have to cross back and forth. Is that where you're from, AJ? Are you from Point Roberts? AJ says, half of our tribe is in Washington, the other half is in BC. Okay. Oh, dual citizenship. My belly button is small, Spoon. Is that what you said? Do you know what it means, Shane? Nina says, we can fix the bridge. Here I go. Most are on the island of Victoria. Is Victoria the big island? I'm not super familiar, AJ. You eat like a king, JJ? Usually what happens, Lawrence, is they just make a lot of food. And so we'll eat it one day and then eat something different and then eat something different, and then you can go back and have, 2 days later you have the same thing you had a couple of days ago. Sort of like meal prep, but on a bigger scale where you just make it for like 8 people and then eat it twice. SnowRunner has a map. Duncan Bay, British Columbia. I have lots of family on the reserve. It is the biggest island. Okay. So I've been to Washington State. I've been to Seattle, but that's the closest I've been to where you're talking about. And I was there 15 years ago, so there's a good amount of time. Blaine says, if I could go to any other country, I would probably go to Canada. Oh, that got kind of close there for a second. Oh, Crackhead Sun starting a heist. Yeah, I've never even been out to this building ever. This is the first time. I've never been here on PTS or here at all. This is all new. I know there's also kind of the same thing where there's an island, I think. It's south. I think it's over by Maine. It's Canadian, but it's south enough to be United States. And so they have to get all of their stuff from the United States because there's no like Canadian land close by. Let's see. One up there. And one there. Okay. So it's kind of the same thing as what I was saying before, where they have to rely on the opposite country to get them. Yeah, it's off of Highway 1 in Maine. I don't remember that one, but I've seen quite a few things about Point Roberts in Washington. So that's why I remember that one. You went up there about 6 years ago? That's awesome. Very beautiful remote area. Oh, that was almost a roll. Season 14 did not beat Season 10 for you, Blaine. Jaren is asking, are you a Native American, AJ? I flew around with a lot of Doctors Without Borders. I've heard of that. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's just, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's people who help people across, they basically don't have borders, like it says. Help people in whatever country they're from, whatever they're dealing with. I was very fortunate enough to be able to travel around the world. That's awesome. What did you do for a living, AJ? Well, I'm assuming Doctors Without Borders, but... Nuno says, I need to take the maintenance trailer there. Metal rolls, metal beams, and planks. Yes, that is correct. I know which bridge you're talking about now, Nuno, in Season 14. It's an organization of medical staff who help all over the world. Yes, I am a full-blooded native. Okay. So probably many years of ancestry in there. Like you said, half live in BC and half in Washington. Blaine says, I don't think any season will ever beat 10. Season 13 almost did. Whoa, we're going off the road. There we go. Awesome, brother. Much respect. Jaren, also welcome in. I don't know if don't know if that's the first comment that you said, the Native American one. I'm not sure, but I don't think I saw you here yet, so... I was enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps prior to 9/11. I came home for a while, went to college, and then re-enlisted the day after 9/11. Retired in 2010. Or from the service in 2010. Well, thank you for your service, AJ. The day after 9/11, huh? I can only assume you got deployed a few times then. You've seen some stuff. I worked as a nurse towards doctrine. Man, I could never do that. I'm not great with blood, so I'd probably pass out the moment I saw any kind of gruesome injury. In internal medicine, I never finished schooling. Okay. I can grab the metal rolls at the factory with the white and go look for the trailer. Yeah, the planks are somewhat close by, Nuno. The metal rolls and metal beams can be grabbed at the place in the middle on the right side of the map. I'm gonna go to bed, JJ. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you, Shane. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you later. We'll be ending here very shortly as well. I think I'll probably deliver this and call it from there. I lost my desire to become a doctor. Thank you for your service, AJ. My father served in Desert Storm. Crazy time. Another serviceman here. I salute you, AJ. Both of my grandparents were in the service, and my brother. So I have 3 family members. Well, I guess my brother was technically the guard, so not sure if that counts, but he got deployed to Lithuania back in 2014 when Russia attacked Georgia. Okay, we gotta turn here. COVID times broke you down. No longer wanted to be a doctor. Oh man, I can imagine. I remember hearing all kinds of horror stories about how many hours you guys had to work and the protocols and stuff like that you guys had to do, and pretty ridiculous. Like, I know they're trying to stop the spread of it, but I don't know, seems like the whole world kind of shut down for a while trying to stop it, and pretty sure almost everybody's caught it by this point, right? That's a good question, Lawrence. Let's see. No, I have not. Not yet. Lawrence asked if I got a text saying dinner's ready. It was worse than the 20 years at war? That's crazy. Snowy says I'm falling asleep because I'm sick. Alright, that's fine, Snowy. Hopefully you have a good night's rest. I have COVID. Lost my taste for 3 months. Yikes. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was pretty sick with it for a little bit. Not like really sick or anything, but like I just remember I felt really sick. And I didn't know if it was COVID or just something random. And then I remember one day I was upstairs eating, and it just hit me. And I was like, wait, I can't taste anything. I can't smell anything. And then I was like, that's one of the main signs of COVID. I definitely have COVID. Like, it just, like, hit me out of the blue. Like, I kind of assumed it probably was, but I hadn't been tested. And then once, oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. I literally just jumped from that big noise. Jesus. But yeah, I just remember I was eating and then I was like, wow, I can't taste or smell. I definitely have COVID. JJ, do you prefer flatbed or sideboard? I like sideboard, you know, it keeps the car going a little better. Personal preference. Blaine says my grandpa served. I couldn't get COVID. The one day I got it randomly. It lasted for 2 months, got better, got pneumonia. Or bad pneumonia straight after. Only just getting better after 6 months. Wow, that's a long time. Staying awake to watch the stream till the end. Oh. Fell in the hole there. Yeah, we'll be done here in 2 minutes. Patrick's asking, did you get vaccinated for COVID? I think that's going for you, Jaren. Did you get vaccinated, or maybe I'm wrong? Probably. Actually, YouTube is very particular about that, so probably shouldn't say that. You've never been? Okay. Kind of tempted to just run up through these trees and head straight there. We'll see. Seems doable, right? There we go. Little shortcut. Because I'm Aboriginal, I had the choice to opt out of it. Okay. After what I've seen in the world, I take them. I'll take my chances with the shot. Baby said he got the vid for a week, and then 2 days after I got better, I got the flu. I got the vid as well, and it was worth it. It was my first date with my current wife. She was COVID at the time. She didn't know it. Oh no. I was in Africa and saw a few things that I would never want to get. Oh wow. Thanks for the stream, JJ. Yeah, we're almost done here. I now have a text saying, come up and eat. So we're almost there to deliver it. A couple more minutes. Have a great night in the closet. The only time I got the vid, it felt like a big cold, nothing else. Blaine says the first time I had it, I had very bad coughs and body aches. Is there anybody here who didn't get it? Has anybody not had it? Patrick says I'm off as well. Past midnight, see you guys in the next one. Thank you, Patrick. Have a good night. Thank you, Lawrence, as well. Have a good night. Or a day, actually. Forget it's day in Austria. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping in, and we'll see you all in the next one. We're almost here to deliver this. What the heck is with this map, says Uno? Take care all, have a good night. Thanks for the stream, I enjoy watching it as I play. There we go. Oh my god. That sound, holy crap. They gotta watch out for that. I don't know if the makers of the game are trying to do it on purpose or whatever, but you think they would have, you know, play tested it and turned down the sound a little bit. Australia. Yeah, not Austria. You're on the Alaskan map now. Very nice, AJ. Alaska's a pretty fun region. It's not too difficult either. Yeah, that is going to be it for the stream, guys. Let's see. Anybody want to check what percentage we're at? I was just chatting. Didn't realize I ran out of fuel. I'm curious. Fact is, me and JJ both like the white truck. White Western Star. 4964 is a good one. Alright. We don't have any guesses yet, but I'm going to check with the 20-second delay. 68%, guys. 68. We have 22 things left to do. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 contracts left. The rest are tasks. Alright. Thanks, everybody. iDrives to 66. Thanks for the stream, JJ. You're welcome. Have a good night, everybody, or good day if you're in Australia. Lawrence. And anybody else, Jaren. See you guys all in the next one.